an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Tukua mai kia piri, tukua mai kia tata. Kia ake ki tēnei papatākoro o Colquhoun Park. E nunui, e rarai. Nau mai ki taku whare kōrero, ki taku whare ōkiko, ki taku whare wānanga e. Mauri ora kia tātou katoa.
No mai, haere mai, welcome, kia ora. It is day number 2, game number 5 on the WBSC U18 Men's Oceania Qualifier here on at Colquhoun Park in Palmerston North. Damien Collins from Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting along with James Harris. James, we saw a great battle between these two sides last night. What are we going to see here today?
Well, not too much difference in the lineups, just a couple of changes each. Obviously pitching change as well. I think it's going to be a great tussle yet again, similar to last night.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen both of these teams have played a few games, got to know each other a bit more, but really it's going to be a spark plug game between New Zealand and Australia, isn't it?
Strong lineups from both sides, strong hitters, good pitching. Should be a classic.
Yeah, absolutely. We're ready for the classic right here at Colquhoun Park. We're going to send it back to the commentary team for this one.
No mai, hoki mai, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2026 U18 WBSC Oceania Qualifier Day 2 action. And yes, it is a repeat of the classic from last night. That's right, Australia taking on the under-18 New Zealand Black Sox. Once again, it should be an absolutely amazing encounter out there in front of us on Diamond 1 here at Colquhoun Park. I'm Gary Rohihi for Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. It is my pleasure to be the play-by-play commentator in this one. Joining me in commentary will be Quinton Cunningham, our Te Reo specialist, and Jackie Smith. Quinton, welcome along. Pleasure to have you beside me.
Kia ora anō, bro. Kei te pēhea. How are you?
Very good, thanks. And Jackie, welcome along. Always a privilege to have you beside us in the commentary booth.
Kia ora. Yeah, great to be here. Nice to be up in the commentary box. I haven't been in here over the last little while.
Been very busy down there on the diamond doing the interviews.
I have indeed, but looking forward to this game.
Well, the teams are being introduced out on the diamond as we speak. So we will probably just take a quick break and let that run its course, and it will be followed by the national anthems. So we will quickly throw you over to that.
And getting the start at right field, 83, Nathan Hill. Rounding out the batting order for the Australians, number 67, Jake Hurst. And the impact players here this afternoon, 24, Jack Etherton, number 6, Mac Ferguson, 72, Tyler Ingold, number 8, Jackson Jones, number 39, the Iron Man, Jackson Maluga, number 15, Lawson Muller, and 51, Michael Finsk. And of course, the coaching staff for Australia, led by Stephen Macnack, Callum Bichel, and Neil Del Pero. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Team Australia. And now, the moment your home team been waiting for. The Junior Black Sox starting lineup here this afternoon. The shortstop, number 5, Kiharo Landon Lane. And the starting centre fielder, number 12, the speedster left-hander, Bronson Harper. Well, the slugger, third baseman from Parklands Christchurch United in the 1 jersey, Rico Ratu. And the starting second baseman, shirt number 4, Romana Kumaroa. And the starting catcher on shirt number 6, Cole McWilliams. And the starting right fielder for New Zealand, wearing number 9, Boston Allen. Oh, and the slugger from last night, he's wearing 22. He's the designated player, Makaina Kingi Hex. The starting left fielder, number 10, Hunter Bailey. And your first baseman for New Zealand, number 8, Lucas Gibbons. And your starting hurler all the way from North Harbour, 25, Zach, the biggest beard in softball, Atkins. And the impact players for New Zealand, number 15, Tyrone Robinson, 14, George Smith, 18, Shire Hoggets, 16, Thomas Wildbore, number 3, Jackson Gerbies, and 11, Kadeen Kadaya. The head coach, Jason Kumaroa, Gene Lutton, and Isaac Fletcher. Of course, their manager, Jono Castidis, and Brooke Rowland is their scorer. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the New Zealand under-18 Junior Black Sox. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please introduce to you our officials for today's match. A home plate umpire from North Harbour, Bryden Wells. Our first base umpire, Sam Michael. And at second base, Heath Little. And our third base umpire visiting from across the shores, it is Alan Walsh. And our official scorers for today's match, Marie Byrne, Elizabeth Nātana, and Lynette, the ever-lovable Leithart, ladies and gentlemen. If you're capable, could you please be upstanding and remove your headwear for the playing of the national anthems of Australia and New Zealand. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. as we wait for the Australian.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We're just about to finish with the Australian anthem. There's a little bit of an error happened there, but there we go. We're back. We're not too far away from the first pitch. We'll get a couple of comments on how my co-commentators think this game's going to go, bearing in mind we had such a tight affair between these two teams last night. And we will start with you, Quinton.
Ai, i nā pō.
Their full performance.
Yeah.
I think last night, talking to the assistant coach earlier, in their earlier game, talked about maintaining discipline, throughout that game, but I think they're going to need to take that also into this game against New Zealand.
Absolutely. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The two teams coming together now. Shake hands. We're not far away from getting underway, and this one should be an absolute enormous encounter between the two teams. The ANZAC series again is on today, this afternoon. It's not nighttime, it's daytime. The sun's out. There's a strong breeze going from left to right as we look at it. And both teams nearly ready to go.
Of course,
we're going to go down and watch the traditional challenge. The New Zealand haka will be performed. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but that always gets the hairs on the back of the neck prickling. And the challenge from the New Zealand Māori, there's the standoff down there as both teams eyeball each other, not willing to flinch out there. It is tense as always. Doesn't matter what code of sport you are watching, it is always a tense and tight affair between Australia and New Zealand.
Ai, tika tau, kua takoto te mānuka, kua whakatau te ihi, kua whakatau te wehi, kua whakatau te wana, o tēnei kapa rangatahi o Aotearoa. E te iwi mātaki mai, he kēmu kei te haere.
Here we see the passion coming from our tāne, right? But you also see the passion from Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Not backing down, taking on the challenge, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, I would think that we're going to see a lot of passion throughout this game.
Well, it all depends on how you display that passion, doesn't it, Jackie? I'm sure they'll do it by showing skill, fierce ferocity in their play on the field, and we're going to get that from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when we talk about that, it's all very well having that, but, you know, how do you control that?
Yeah.
How do you put that passion and that energy? Yeah, don't get too caught up in it.
Well, you got to remember these are teenagers.
Yeah, well, I don't remember that. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Ai, kei te i te tūwhakahihi o ngā kapa e rua. Ka kite, ko ai ka tohu, ko ai ka hinga. Aku ni tātou, ka kite.
Well, here we go. It is Australia who will bat first. It is New Zealand who will take the diamond in defence. We're going to quickly run you through the batting lineup. We'll probably be able to bring you that graphic in just a sec. But the batting lineup for the Australians: Ethan Scott lead off, followed by Flynn Edwards, Ezekiel Turnbull, Jonathan Faber comes in the fourth spot, followed by Jonte Walker, Flynn Townsend, Parker Cameron, Nathan Hill, and Jake Hurst rounds out their order. There we go. Defensively for New Zealand. Out of right field, it's Boston Allen, Bronson Harper, and Hunter Bailey complete the outfield. Kia roa Landon Lane at shortstop, and Rico Ratu in the hot corner at second base. It's Romana Kormaroa, Lucas Gibbons at first base. Doing the pitching for the under-18 Black Sox is Zach Atkins, to catcher Cole McWilliams.
After the middle period, the youngsters. Kia roa Landon Lane at shortstop, and at second base, Manawatū. Starting first baseman for New Zealand.
You're right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams ready to go out there. It's kind of what it comes down to. I mean, with all no disrespect to Western Samoa, who played very gamely earlier today.
Yeah, they did.
This is the game, though, that both teams want to be here for.
Yeah, and look, you know, it was tough for them. It is tough for them. There's obviously, we know that performance gap, yeah, when we look at it. But in saying that, this is all about helping them as well to develop. It's so important that they're here. And look, we need them here, otherwise we don't have a qualifier, right?
Yeah.
But this morning against Australia, they showed that they were actually willing to just like get on with it. Just get out there and play, right? And they actually limited Australia to a lot less runs than yesterday.
Here we go, the first pitch about to be delivered in this Trans-Tasman clash. Atkins it is, who gets us underway by hitting the first batter. Ethan Scott makes his way to first base. Quinton, it's not about how when you're the lead off, so long as you get to one.
Ai, mea ana koe. Ko takato he manuka anō. First batter. Gets on base.
Yeah.
Gets hit by a pitch. I think that's one challenge that's down.
I think they call that taking one for the team.
Take one for the team. He certainly did that.
Yeah. I don't think he had an option to be able to get out of the way, though, just saying.
Zach Atkins pitches with a lot of power, as we've seen that, a feature of the pitches from both teams. Working very capably out there with their batteries, their catches. The Black Sox, no exception. Both teams also can power it up with the bats. Multiple home runs from both of these batting lineups. New Zealand, of course, on the diamond in their all-black uniform this time. Last night, of course, during the nighttime game, they were in their white uniform. Aussie have swapped around from their traditional green into their all-white strip. So a little bit of a turnaround for the two teams. Well, in contrast to yesterday, there's a bit of cloud cover out here today. It's a little bit cooler. Temperatures are similar, but there is quite a bit more breeze out there.
Ai, kua puta mai a tāwhiri mātea.
There we go, the pass ball's going to see the lead-off hitter, Ethan Scott, get across to second base. Jackie, you've had the New Zealand uniform yourself on many times in the past. The nerves these boys will be feeling, as a lot of them are playing their first international series.
Yeah, there'll be a lot.
Definitely.
I think they call it fake it until you make it, that sort of thing. But, you know, the nervous energy, you know, I talked about it earlier around how do you, you know, take your passion and energy into the game. And just be smart. Just actually, the most important thing is actually just accept that it's there.
Yeah.
And it's okay, right? That's, but putting it in and controlling it,
you can
and
direct
using
it and focus it.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's it, eh? You just got to accept that it's here. Don't worry about it. Because it actually also means that it just means so much to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a real treasure to have the national name on your chest. Well, Atkins walked the second batter, none down, runners at 1 and 2. Aussie straight away with New Zealand under pressure, as they did last night. Atkins just not quite settling in yet, finding it hard to find the zone. Interestingly enough, in the Western Samoa game, we also saw the Australian pitchers out there. Just had a little bit of trouble finding that zone. They walked 6 or 7 batters. So maybe just the conditions with the wind just playing its part out there as well.
Ai, tika tau, ko te tūmanako. Kua panoni ngā kaiepa o ahi tareiria mai tēnei ata. Ki tēnei kēmu, both the pitcher, they have made a change to the pitcher. They've brought in Fabar, who can bat and who can pitch too.
Yeah, well, it's been a feature of the Australian team we've seen throughout the tournament. In the last game, they used 3 of their pitchers on the diamond that weren't on the mound. So they can all do a little bit of everything, sort of 5 tall players, as we call them these days.
Yeah. Says to me, though, that first and foremost, they're hitters, eh? So they've got the opportunity to play in other positions, but you're not going to keep them in the field, all of them, if they can't hit the ball. Because you're sacrificing hitters then, right, in your lineup.
Absolutely.
And that's the point. We know they all, and we've seen them over the last couple of days, with the ability to be able to hit.
Well, in our games, if there's 2 fielders who are competing, vying for the same spot, it's the one that's hitting the ball most consistently that will usually get that spot.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, Colquhoun Park's put on another cracker for us here. There's a great supporting gallery. The crowd in the main stand here right in front of us is full. There's a sprinkling around, also out in the outfield underneath the flags of the nations out there. Also the Manawatū softball flag and the softball New Zealand flag. That one's hit hard out to the centre field fence. It comes off the fence. One's going to come in to score. Two's going to come in to score. That's a wonderful bit of hitting to get Australia up and running in this one by 2-0 over New Zealand.
Ai, ka taira te tai timatanga ko tērā. Ai, whai āputa, te kai patura. Ezekiel Turnbull.
Number 80, Ezekiel Turnbull it was that launched that one into the centre field fence on the full. Hit very hard.
Yeah, really drove it, didn't he? With a lot of power. I liked how he was quite patient because, like, Zach has sort of struggled a little bit, I would say, just to find some composure and some consistency on the mound with the first few hitters. And Turnbull came up and just thought, well, I'll just be patient here, wait for the right... I mean, that was really... I'd love to see it again.
Yeah.
I was too busy watching the ball go out to the outfield, but it was right there, right, and hit it really well.
Just sat back on it. Isaac Fletcher's come out to have a talk to his young athletes out there.
Yeah.
Just settle things down. Things are moving pretty quickly against the flow for the New Zealand team, so need to just settle them down and make sure all their heads are in the game.
Yeah, I think good timing, especially just to calm everything, keep the composure, particularly probably for Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, up to bat, number 37, Jonathan Faber here in the top of the first innings. 2-0 to Australia. A heck of a start for them to get going and underway in this competition. And he's launched one straight out there in his right field. Out there, Boston Allen that takes the catch. But that's going to move the runner. Ezekiel Turnbull from 2 to 3. There's a nice sacrifice fly out there by Faber.
Ai, kua kimi wāhi atu Turnbull ki te pai tuatoru. Anō a Faber e patu kaha ana. He's just hit the ball hard into a gap. Sacrifice hit to move Turnbull around.
Yeah, we saw on that replay giving himself a little clap.
Number 75, Jonte Walker up to bat now for Australia. They really are up and running and the game faces are on for them here in the first innings. They're really making a statement with the bat. We knew they'd come out. You knew they would learn something from last night. There's plenty to be gained from it. The analysis that goes on behind the scenes has obviously gleaned some information for the Australian management and coaching team. There we go. Atkins is going to need to throw a few more of those. One down here, 2-0, runner at 3. Top of the first innings.
Yeah, and I think we'll see him probably mix things up against this Australian team.
You're right in the meat of the order, Quinton. You really have to be careful.
Oh, still.
Oh, he might get caught. He's trying to be just a little bit too fancy there, maybe.
Here we go. In the nearly rundown, it's tagged out by Cole McWilliams. From third base, just got caught backing up way too far there in what was possibly a hit and run.
Ai, kua kite, kua Traia Turnbull, ki te mahi, ki te whanako, ki te kāinga, he mahi tinihanga. Just a little bit of a cheeky play at home. But Cole McWilliams was up for it.
Yep, and we're going to bring that one across the plate. Number 52 it is, Flynn Townsend up to bat for the Australians now. There we go, and it is Atkins who finally settles down, strikes out. Flynn Townsend for the third out here in the top of the first innings. 2-0 to Australia. We'll find out what New Zealand can do in reply when we come back in just a minute. And they're probably going to have to either move the crowd as we fix up this damaged screen behind the Blues because it certainly is unsafe for them now. And they're probably also going to have to clean up the glass that has dropped into the diamond. So as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, the screen that usually protects the camera operator has absolutely shattered into 20 million pieces. And you don't see that every day, guys.
No, you don't. No, not at all. And, I mean, we've had a number of balls hit that over the last 24 hours. So it's interesting. I don't know what was in that ball they were using. But, yeah, safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
So there we go. We're going to take a quick break while the officials get this sorted out. And I'm sure the ground crew will go into a frenzy and get our game back underway as quickly as possible. We'll be back in just a minute with more action.
Yeah, James Harris here on field with Australian coach Steve McNash and the RBI hitter Zeke Turnbull out of the blocks early in the game. Steve would have been one of the goals.
Yeah, one of the main goals obviously start getting ball in play, make something happen, get some runners on base, put some pressure on early.
And patience in the box as well, hit by pitch and then a walk, put the Ducks on the pond.
Yeah, it did, yeah. We're just really focusing hard on getting on the right pitches that are thrown at them and making sure we're doing the right things.
Zeke, you asked me what you're going to ask you. I'm just going to ask you, mate. You seem to be enjoying yourself out there.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to be out here representing my country and having fun with all new people and some people that I played with before.
Outstanding. And with the bat, mate, you've been doing the damage. What's the key to it?
Just have an approach for me that works. Is just sit on one pitch and foul off everything else till you get it.
We're doing everything right. Is there anything to tweak?
I don't think so, no. We're scoring runs early in this game, so hopefully we can keep it rolling.
And the last question for Steve, what are you feeding Jono Faber?
Yeah, I know, he seems to got a bit of steam today. He doesn't need to break a glass like that. So.
Thanks very much to the grounds crew for doing the clean up. Hopefully we'll be back with some action in not too far away.
Mārori rere. Manawatū rā. Kia kaha, kia mau. Kia ū. Te Māori kei a koe. Island of Mystery. Ki Māori Plus me whakaata Māori.
Food is your medicine. If you really want good health, know where your food's coming from.
We wanted our children to grow up in the wilderness. The world needs kids like that.
Māori have always understood the best way to live on this harsh land. We can hold on to our tikaka, our practices, our traditions, and bring them into this day and age.
Toro atu ki te ao te moana.
Aue, tō kaha huna e wa.
Ki te taha o enei hoaho.
Aue, kua haere katoa te Waikihia.
Big Z's and Littles. Ki Māori Plus me whakaata Māori.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, I don't know.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia au te Manawatū, kia au.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So a lot of eggplant emojis there, my
Tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download Māori Plus on your devices.
That is tough. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, anei rā, a haka feels.
Ours just make sure that everyone knows who we are.
Te whāinga matua, kia rangatira te tū, kia waganui te tū.
And hear my brother take stop.
I want to win. I want to win. Let's go. Anei a haka feels, te miki atu nei.
Who is Israel Adesanya? He's the middleweight champion of the world. I'm gonna compete.
Don't want to boast, but we do lead the way in a lot of areas.
When they hit the stage, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that was a bit controversial back in the day.
I'm an addict, but I didn't think it would be this hard.
Kind of a bit funny when people say to me, oh, what are the boys up to? And I'm like, oh, hang on, I'll just get out my phone and have a look.
How do we do something that we think we've lost, but maybe we haven't?
There's always going to be times when I'm tempted.
Natural history all around, you just can't avoid stepping on it.
Just thought it was a man's job.
I would go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war.
This is the future.
It's hard to explain the feeling walking in the footsteps of your ancestors.
The Matariki season of Paki Pūmika Aotearoa, Ki Māori Plus.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
Ai marika, ka whakaatuhia ngā tino kapahaka.
You were incredible. You were like a delicate taro leaf.
Tēnei raumati.
We were very lucky with kapahaka. Really? With our kaiokos, with our parents and our aunties and nannies.
We wanted to be able to share that.
Me ka tika.
I te kainga o te haka, ki Māori Plus. Local drama, international drama, the best of Indigenous talents, drama queens,
Just wake up, sis.
and epic scenes. Fiction-laced,
you shouldn't have done that.
or reality-based, award-winning, riveting. If you go looking for drama, let it find you right here, this year. Ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
Hey guys, Damien here, along with the assistant coach of the Junior Black Sox, Gene Lutton, and Romana Kumaroa. Guys, what a start to the game.
Yeah, great start for Australia, obviously. Not so good for us, so it's only first innings. Obviously, we had a little disruption there with the screen getting blown out, but yeah, just chill out, start again.
And so, Gino, you've been around the game a long time, and you're very cool, calm, and collected. What have you passed on to these boys in situations like this?
Well, we don't really have a situation like this, you know. How often does this happen? I mean, all they can do is just relax and then restart, you know. That's basically what we can do, yeah.
Romano, you were behind the dish today, behind the dish last night, and the Kiwis had some great fight. Came back from when the Aussies took the lead. Are we going to expect some of that today because they've come out on fire?
Yeah, I think we've got a really good hitting lineup.
You know, it's a good fight from Australia, and yeah, I think we can bring it back with the bats, and yeah, I think we've got good lockdown defense too.
Now, from an Aussie perspective, watching the haka before a game, it's stirring for me to see as a spectator. What's going through your mind when the Aussies stand there in a standoff?
Just set the tone, you know, never back down, and yeah, let's go.
Great to see. Back up to you guys at the commentary.
Cool.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about wrapped up there, and for those of you who didn't see the initial incident, it was the ball hitting the glass screen. There you can see the wonderful team here at Colquhoun Park repairing the damage. They've put a temporary net over the hole so that everybody is safe, especially the players and the officials out on the diamond. Jackie, a break like this for a team that's got the momentum that Australia has got, could it affect them?
It could do, eh? And you could argue that both ways. For New Zealand, maybe it was quite timely.
Yeah.
An opportunity for them to regather themselves, reset, as Jean was saying.
Yeah.
We can calm down a little bit. You know, we talked at the beginning of the game how that emotion from the haka and the passion that they had sometimes can take over. Yeah. So this could be quite timely for them. I think for Australia, though, like, you know, they've been building up. When we spoke to them even earlier this morning when they were playing against American Samoa, their assistant coach talked about how they needed to be a lot more disciplined, a lot more focused, a number of things that they worked on, their recovery and just managing their energy levels so that they could peak for this game.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like they're going to be able to manage this break. Well, both teams. This is international bloody softball.
Absolutely.
Did I just say bloody? Yeah, I did. This is international softball, so.
It bloody well is. It's international softball. Quinton,
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen the Australians last night with me. We were spectators and now on the booth. Do you see anything that's changed out there for them?
Kyle, kua puta mai a ahi te reiria i ngā keti. Australia's just come out with a bang. Amuri te hakara I takoto te manuka o te kapa o Aotearoa. Engari, kua puta mai a ahi te reiria ki tēnei papa rewa kaha o te poiuka. Ka tika rā, me mihia ki ngā kaitiaki papa o Manawatū o Colquhoun Park. Just want a big mihi to our grounds crew down there. I don't know what would have happened if they weren't around.
If anyone's listened to our broadcast, you know we're big fans of the ground crew here at Colquhoun Park. They're second to none. There's a few grounds around New Zealand that have these sorts of volunteers. Colquhoun Park's one of the best, and they have mobilised and gone into work. You can't see the big red S's on their chest, but they're down there right now saving the day for everybody. The two teams, however, have gone back into warm-up mode, which they need to do after a break that they've had of what's going to be probably between 20 or 30 minutes by the time we actually get back out there on the diamond and play ball again.
Yeah, and part of this is not just mentally, but it's also obviously physically, because it's not that warm out here. It's got a little cooler already. Yeah, so they're going to just need to make sure that they're physically warm. You don't want to stiffen up. You see a little shot there on the screen of our New Zealand team. Just keeping loose, keeping mobility, you know, so that you don't want to stiffen up. You don't want to cool down the muscles. We saw Australia just before. They were playing a little bit of hacky sack, I think it was. Yeah.
Quinton, they're probably a little bit more athletic than maybe you and I were back in our days.
And me too.
But no, it's just important that they keep their minds on the job and their bodies ready to go.
Ai, tika tau. Ko te mea nui, kia noho mauri tau. A wairua, a hine ngaro, ngā kapa e rua. Just hoping that both teams just stay relaxed. but not too relaxed because it is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Quinton.
I went back home and grabbed some track pants. Put my gumboots in the truck just in case. But I can't wait for the bottom of the first.
Can't wait to get back on in this game between Australia and New Zealand and the two ANZAC countries. Of course, ANZAC Day yesterday here in New Zealand and Australia. And what a wonderful test that the two teams last night put on to celebrate that fact. And New Zealand it was who went 1-up in the series, but it's Australia who've grabbed the advantage to be 2-0 up. We're still, let's not forget, in the top of the we've finished the first innings. We're about to head to the bottom of the first innings when the unfortunate incident happened out there. The grounds crew have vacated the scene, so that means we have now got the stage set to continue the ball game as soon as the officials give the go-ahead, and I'm sure they'll be due back out here at any minute because just like the athletes out there, they need to go and keep themselves warm as well.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, like our umpires have to sort of reset. We have to refocus.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, we were on the upward curve.
We were on the up.
We were getting excited. Oh, there goes all my paperwork. The wind all the way, I would say, from Wellington after that storm last week. But we're going to throw down to the guys down on the ground very shortly for an interview. Until then, we'll just take a break until the interview's ready to go and let you enjoy these pitches.
Sure you don't want any? Different language. Yeah.
Hey team, we're back here with Dave Elder. Dave, in the smashing start to this one.
Yeah, interesting, right? So this doesn't happen very often, and I kind of feel a bit for people in Manawatū. Such a fantastic ballpark facility, and it's always perfect all the time. And the one time that it happens, but hey, as per everything with Manawatū, the recovery's been great already. So yeah.
Well, you just saw the numbers that just mucked in straight away. Glass everywhere. Just shows the true character of the team that they got here.
Yeah, look, and it's every reason why this facility is so great. It's not just about the place itself, it's about the people. Every time there's any great event here, it's handled really well by Manawatū, and for all of the teams that are here, not the New Zealand side, but the American, Samoan and the Australian teams, I think they find this a privilege to be here as well, to be honest.
Oh, don't we all? Speaking of those teams that are here for the qualifier, how have you found the tournament so far?
You know, it's a terrific display of just what's happening in New Zealand with softball. The depth of the game is terrific here. The challenge between Australia and New Zealand, that game last night, what a game. I mean, goes down to the last innings, everything that you'd want to have as an international series. And for these young men, you know, playing under 18s to actually experience playing for your country and showing your talent, but also just how deep you have to dig to actually get this done. It's fantastic, and the crowds have turned out for it too, which is wonderful.
That's exactly it. Well, it's not just the U18s that are happening this weekend. We've got the under 15 Black Sox on display as well, and great for those young ones to get a chance to wear the fern and also be around this and take it all in for that, to what's needed for that next step.
Yeah, I drove in here yesterday morning and I was about 10 minutes late for the start of the game and the place was already packed out, and it was those young guys in development, and the hills were full of people. The softball level was fantastic, the talent level, the input of the players. It's just been a fantastic place to be this weekend, to be honest.
It sure has. We've absolutely loved it. I appreciate your time, Dave.
Cheers.
Thank you, and we'll throw it back to you guys up in the booth.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We've just had the words of one of New Zealand's battery coaches there, Dave Elder. And what a terrific job he's doing around the country. He is everywhere at the moment. Of course, the junior White Sox battery coach as well. But he has done such terrific work since he's come on board with Softball New Zealand. And I've run into him from Invercargill to Auckland. He's been everywhere. We just got another interview down below us, and it'll be down there with one of the Australian coaches.
Yeah, I'm here with Australian assistant coach Neil Del Pero. Neil, the Aussies out to a fast start today. Was that part of the plan?
Yeah, look, always trying to score early in the game. But yeah, it was pretty good hitting, I guess, all round. Good double, nice double there by Ezekiel, so that was great. So yeah, just what the doctor ordered.
And then out comes Faber and just pounds one into the back net. Have you ever seen anything like that before in a softball diamond?
No, look, I've been a part of probably a few thousand games coaching and playing and never seen anything quite like that before.
And you are the battery coach for the team. You've got a squad of 5 pitchers. You've used them all now. Is anyone standing out for you, or you got a plan that you're going to stick to?
Oh, look, there's 5 great, outstanding young athletes that we're working with. They've all got their own strengths and weaknesses. But yeah, we're obviously keeping something up our sleeve for tomorrow. Yeah.
And enjoying your time here in New Zealand. Obviously, you're no stranger to the shores.
Yep, been here for many a tour and love the place, love the hospitality, love the people, and yeah, softball's probably one of the top sports in the country, so it's great to be here.
Now, if my research is correct, you were the first Australian pitcher to record a win against New Zealand back in the day. Still remember that?
Fond memories of 2001 at High Tai Ballpark. Yep, we managed to get up early and got on a roll, and yeah, the rest is history, as they say.
Absolutely. Neil Del Pero, assistant coach of the Aussie team. Back to you guys.
Cheers.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. One of the legends of Australian sport and the battery coach for Australia, Neil Del Pero, just reporting he was the first Australian pitcher to pitch a win over the Black Sox at Hotaito Ballpark in 2001. I was just saying to Jackie, I might have been there that day as a spectator watching that game.
Wow, 2001, that brings back, year before that, we had the woman at the Olympic Games in Sydney.
Yes, that's right, 2000. Such a huge event over at Blacktown in Sydney, and what an amazing facility that continues to be for Australian softball.
Yeah. And it just shows, though, a person that's giving back to the sport so many years later as a pitching coach, was there in that moment and understands it. So you've got that experience from someone within the Australian team. Absolutely,
and Quinton, you sound like you were a catcher. You've caught to one of our top pitchers in Reg. Tell us what that was like.
I pai, he pukunga rauta Reg. Reg has many skills. It was when me and him were partnering here in the local Manawatū comp. It was him and I that smashed the glass.
There you go.
Oh, you missed the pitch.
Yes, missed the rise ball. One job. To catch the ball.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Look, the players have taken the diamond once again, and the warm-up pitches are back in. The diamond's back in one piece. There's no reason why we can't get this ball game underway once again very shortly as we get the warm-up pitches out of the way. Kia roa, Landon Lane, it'll be for New Zealand. He'll be the lead-off hitter when they do finally make a start out there. It looks like very shortly we are going to throw down to James and Damien to get us underway on this one. We'll do that right now.
Thanks, guys. Back here with James. James, not exactly the start we thought would happen, but we've given both teams to have a bit of a break. What do you think that's going to do for them?
Well, just when you think you've seen it all on a softball diamond, enter Johnny Faber, and the Aussies now have had their momentum arrested by that break, so I think maybe advantage New Zealand. They might be able to get a jump on Australia, even to tie the score back up. The back net, though, restored and into place. We had Chopper hanging off of it before, so I think it's good to go.
I think we're good to go, and it looks like the batter's back up, so back up to you guys in the booth.
Right, there we go. We're just about to get underway with the first pitch at the bottom of the first innings. It seems like it's been quite a long time in coming, but young Faber, it is out there, who leans back and gets us underway once again with a pass ball similar to the start of the innings for Australia. I think also the weather's caught up with us a little bit, Quinton. It's a little bit cooler than it was when we went off here the first time.
Kua tai mai a mātau, kua tai mai a tio. The cold has set in, the wind has set in. Tawhiri Mate is... Might change the weather. I see a grey cloud over there. Typical
One or
palmy
two.
weather.
One or two.
Typical palmy weather.
Well, there we go. The Australians out there in defence. We'll just quickly run you through the two lineups. We didn't get a chance to do that before the unfortunate incident happened. The batting lineup for the Black Sox. Lead off out there right now is number 5, Kia Roa, Landon Lane. He'll be followed by Bronson Harper, Rico Ratu, then Romana Kumiroa, Catcher Cole McWilliams, followed by Boston Allen, Mike Kingy Hicks, Hunter Bailey, and Lucas Gibbons round out the order. Defensively out there for Australia, we'll start you out at right field. At right field for Australia is Nathan Hill. Centre field is Flynn Townsend, Jake Hurst at left, Ethan Scott at shortstop. In the hot corner, Ezekiel Turnbull. Second base, Parker Cameron, Flynn Edwards at first. Doing the pitching, the now famous in New Zealand, Jonathan Faber, pitching into Jonty Walker. There we go, Faber settled down and he strikes out the first batter.
Timatanga pai tērā mō Faber. He has come into this game quite hot now. After that little rest that happened, he timatanga pai kia Faber.
Jackie, 5 pitches we've heard in the Australian team. That's a depth, that sometimes is unheard of, but they have used all 5, and all 5 are quality.
Yeah, and they clearly also have the capability and the skills in other areas, so in the field and also as hitters. That must be the advantage as well that they have, and it just so happens that they can all pitch. I would imagine that they also bring different styles of pitching, which is a benefit for Australia. Interesting listening to Neil earlier in his chat, though. He wasn't giving too much away, was he, around who was the number 1?
Yeah, obviously we're keeping something up our sleeve.
Yeah,
he said
but what
that.
a luxury to have.
Yeah, absolute luxury.
They're
not losing anything to them either, though. New Zealand sporting, I think, probably 4 pitches of their own.
That's right.
If you include Kingy Hicks,
yes,
to the 3 starters I've got. So, that's pretty deep as well. And you haven't always been able to say that about New Zealand teams in recent years.
No, but I think that you expect that too at this age group.
Yeah.
If you think when they go back to their club teams, they're all needing to pitch.
That's right.
Because most club sides only have maybe 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
So these guys have actually come from teams where they've needed to pitch.
Well, there we go. We've got Bronson Harper. It is in at bat. Just clearing up the balls and strikes. 2-2 it is.
2-2.
Bronson Harper, the lefty. New Zealand have changed up their order a little bit since yesterday. Katie Kodire and Jackson Gerbies and Thomas Wildbohr have all gone to the bench after spending most of yesterday on the diamond. So, Coach Jason Kumaroa just mixing things up a little bit out there, Quinton.
Engari, e taia te kite, he ringa Maui ta Bronson Harper, he ringa Maui hoki Jackson Gerbies. Jackson Gerbies is usually in the second hole, getting a lead off. So obviously James has kept that 1-2 right, left.
Right, left.
Yeah,
left. What shall we go with? Left, right, left.
Left, right, out. That's my position. But there we go. 2 strikeouts to get the innings going for Jonathan Faber. He settled down pretty quickly after that break. Bringing to bat, Rico Ratu really set the diamond alight yesterday with back-to-back home runs against the Western Samoans.
Yeah, he definitely had a good turn. Good day at the bat yesterday, didn't he?
Absolutely.
He should feel very confident coming into this game.
Ai tika, ai pērā hoki, ki te kēmu, kia ahi te reire i nā pōra. Rico come in with the hot stick, obviously, and gave the upper hand, putting one out over centre field last night. Definitely a momentum switcher in last night's game.
But also in the hot corner, he's tidied up everything that's come his way. So definitely one of the standout performers for the under-18 Black Sox at this stage of the tournament.
He shows good discipline in the batter's box. He's not very often swinging at anything that's, you know, not there for the taking.
Faber winds into that one. There's that rise ball.
Rise ball.
That rise ball that just hits the top of the zone. It gets Ratu having a cut at it. He manages to fend that one off for a foul. And now taking Faber into a bit of a deep count, which he's doing a great job out there.
E ki te ana ke te tatari a Rico, ki tana epa tino pai, te rā epa tino reka.
There we go, pulls the strings on that one and strikes out Ratu with a change of pace. 3 straight strikeouts means the Australians have settled down straight away in this one. They lead the ball game after 1 complete innings, 2-0. We'll find out what happens with more action when we come back in just a minute.
Hey, Tefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MΑORI Plus on your devices.
Who is Israel Adesanya? He's the middleweight champion of the world. I go Pete.
Don't want to boast, but we do lead the way in a lot of areas.
When they hit the stage, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that was a bit controversial back in the day.
I'm an addict, but I didn't think it would be this hard.
Kind of a bit funny when people say to me, oh, what are the boys up to? And I'm like, oh, hang on, I'll just get out my phone and have a look.
How do we do something that we think we've lost, but maybe we haven't?
There's always going to be times when I'm tempted.
Natural history all around, you just can't avoid stepping on it.
Just thought it was a man's job.
I would go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war.
This is the future.
It's hard to explain the feeling walking in the footsteps of your ancestors.
The Matariki season of Pakipū Mika Aotearoa ki MAORI Plus.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the second innings here in the clash. The second clash it is this weekend between Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand it was who won the first game last night. They trail this one by 2 runs. Early in the ball game, it is 2-0 to Australia. And it is Flynn Townsend out there to bat. I did say he was the third out at the bottom of the top of the first inning. Well, no, we missed one there, but he is the first leadoff hitter for the Australians here in the top of the second innings. Here we go. Atkins pulls the string on that one. Did he swing?
No, he's been called for a legal pitch.
Legal pitch.
It's to do with his jump. And they all called it. So they've all recognised.
Okay. He's leaping outside of the chute.
Oh, there you go.
Leaping outside of the chute. Wide of the plate.
Wider, yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You just hear the umpire explaining to the pitcher exactly what he did wrong on that illegal pitch.
I can't comment on that. We've called what we've seen.
Needs to stay in the lane within the parameters, and if we may not have got a shot of that pitch.
Okay.
There we go. Umpire Bryden Wells quite clear of that. He's leaping outside of the chute. Quite confused out there for Zach Atkins, but he needs to make the adjustment. As Jackie pointed out, it was actually all the Blues that called that illegal pitch. So they all saw it. They were all watchful of it.
One ball, one strike.
Back into it now, and he settles down straight away and hits that hard rise ball and gets the Australian batter Townsend swinging.
Ai, kua kite kua tau a Zach. Kua mauri tau rawa ki Wainga Nui.
Well, here's another thing where at Palmerston North, of course, they're pitching off the dirt, which is the international standard. Most of the diamonds in New Zealand are pitching off mats. So, you know, to do this regularly is what they need to do, because this is what they're going to have at World Series.
Yeah, being able to make that adjustment, right? From the mat to the dirt. It's really,
I'm
really
sure
important.
throughout their careers they'll encounter it with regularity, but it's still probably fairly new at this stage of their career. That one's hit hard towards centre field. Nicely taken out there by Bronson Harbour. But Australia, and in this case Flynn Townsend, have definitely come to hit the ball. Parker Cameron up to bat now, number 58 for Australia. Looking to continue this hitting momentum. That one may have been taken for one out, but that was hit very hard and right out of the middle.
Yeah, and they're being pretty consistent with that power when they're hitting, right? They're just being patient in the batter's box, waiting for the right pitch.
And I know it's hard to call it as a coach's point of view against the American Samoans, but we haven't seen the Aussie go to a short game yet.
No, we haven't.
Keeping that one a little bit secret.
There could be a whole lot of things. Hey, another one of those little secrets like the pitching.
Yeah, that Neil was talking about. Yeah.
But you know, that's what it's all about, though. You're in it for the long run.
In contrast, in that game last night, Quinton, we saw the New Zealand team were very aggressive with their base running. And took every opportunity to convert runs from, you know, singles into doubles and doubles into triples, etc., and stealing.
Tika tau, I timata ki te kemu tuatahi ki America te Samoa. The juniors just come out being aggressive on the base running, and obviously showed up in that ANZAC test last night, being aggressive again on the bases.
New Zealand and Australia have shown they've got speed to burn out there on the diamond when it comes to running around the bases. At the moment, it's Australia. You see a high hopper, Ratu at third base, picks it up nicely, fires it across the diamond for the second out. Nice play by Ratu. He had to be very patient there.
Yeah, beautiful play. Read it well, sort of took a couple of steps in and then froze, reading the bounce right, knowing that he actually had to wait for another bounce, but coming up with a beautiful throw there too first.
Alright, tika tau, te rata take kei kora ia, kei te kokunga wera. That's why he's in the hot corner. From the transfer from the glove to the hand.
You're right, Quinton. That's why he's in the hot corner.
The hot corner. It's called the hot corner for a reason.
I couldn't feel the ball to save him. That's one behind the base.
Nice pitch this time. Atkins seems to be settling down a little bit out there, finding his spots with a bit more regularity. Probably just needs to keep it away from the middle of the zone as Aussie are attacking anything near that. Nathan Hill, number 83, it is, up to bat for Australia.
Kua peitahia tērā kokunga o waho. Looks like Zach has found that outside corner.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Quinton. I think he's sort of settled in this inning here. It certainly looks a lot more consistent.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
There we go, a much better start from Atkins here in this innings as he strikes out the third batter for Australia. No impact on the scoreboard. We go into the break with Australia leading 2-0.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, tēnā koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia te Manawātu, kia
Tō mātou tuku hohe.
So what eggplant emoji there, my
Tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices.
Ko te mauri rere, Manawatū rā, Kia kaha, kia mau, kia u. Te mauru kei a koe.
Island of Mystery, ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and it is Romana Komaroa up to bat for the under-18 Black Sox. 2 strikes he's got on him as he stares back at Jonathan Faber. Getting ready to go in this game. It's Australia leading it by 2-0 here in the bottom of the second innings. And now we might just settle down into more of a familiar pattern with these two teams going hard at it and looking for a break.
I like how you said might.
Might.
We just might.
Well, the Australians are going to get back to the top of their order in their next turn at bat.
Yeah.
And that spelled danger in the first innings, definitely.
Ai, engari, kua tai atu ki a Aotearoa, kei te puku o tō rātou rere ingoa. They're in the middle of their order. 4, 5, 6. I know Cole McWilliams, he's quite hot after last night.
There's a nice hot, it's chewed up out there by the shortstop. Fires it across the diamond for the first out. Nice work out there by the Aussie infielders. They back up their pitcher. Cole McWilliams, catcher, will come up next for the under-18 Black Sox.
Ai, tērā te mea nui. Kia whakapono a Faber ki ana kai tākoro o roto i te taimana. Faber showing confidence in his infield.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where you go. Once these guys start getting into their second turns of bat especially, they will start getting used to the spots he's hitting. So keeping it low in the zone, getting the ground outs, that'll be a feature of the innings to come. New Zealand bat deep. They go all the way through the order. And they've shown that in the first day yesterday, and obviously here now in their first game today. They do go back to back. They've got to play Western Samoa following this. That game will commence at 6 o'clock. Western American Samoa, I should say. American Samoa are a different proposition from what they were yesterday. They have improved.
Yeah, they showed up this morning, with energy. We've talked about that a lot with a number of the teams. But they certainly didn't show up showing that they had been defeated, unfortunately, by so many runs. Long day. There's only 11 players, one pitcher, and they kept Australia this morning only to 11 runs.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't sound like an impressive feat, ladies and gentlemen, but Aussie put 17 on them yesterday and New Zealand put 20 on them yesterday, and they had no hits and they had no runners on base. This morning they lost to Australia by 11-0 in 4 innings.
Yes.
And
so
managed to get probably 6 runners on base.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, a much improved effort by American Samoa.
Oh!
McWilliams became the second victim out there to be replaced by number 9, Boston Allen. Now the Australian focus right from the get-go here has been slightly different than last night, I've already noticed. A little bit more in tune, a little bit more into it.
Kua kite a Faber, kua kimi I tana anga. He's found his momentum. Kua peitahi ngia te kokonga.
Yeah, I think you're right, Quinton, and he's also working all locations. Oh,
This time it's hit hard.
And it's
gone deep out to right field, all the way to the fence. He's rounded 1, 2. He's heading towards 3. There's a stand-up triple for Boston Allen. A fine piece of hitting. Gets New Zealand going in this one with 2 down here in the bottom of the second innings. Boston Allen with a stand-up triple.
Here we go. We just watched the replay, folks. And he certainly accelerated when he read me on second. He must have got the call from the coach, Jason Kumaro, said, come to me, mate. You've got the wheels. We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah, speed
that
to
they've got speed, right? They're
Yeah.
turning doubles into triples, and that's what they need. And then look who's up to bat.
There we go, Mika to Kingy Hicks. Let's not forget that he was the slugger last night that got the Kiwis going in that game against Australia. 2 safe hits and 2 RBIs to get New Zealand going in that one. He really did have a dine out last night. Let's see what he brings to it today.
Tika, karanga mai ki te uri o ngā puinui tonu. Ki te mātā waka o tainui. E whakatīnana I tōna iwi. I tōna hapuri hoki o Manawatū.
Just getting that inside corner, eh? Look, he's getting it on the right-handed hitters as well.
Yeah, as I said earlier, he's probably been the most impressive for me of the pitchers on show in Australia. He's a left-hander bird, tall, lean, but obviously very strong. And what a great job he's done there to defuse that situation. He struck out Kingy Hicks. 3 down, 2 complete. Australia lead 2-0. We'll find out what happens when we come back with more action in just a minute.
Rock 2008. What country hosted the World Cup that year? What country New Zealand? So we guess up here Australia. Was Australia the host? I'm looking for the right.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 2 innings complete here. It's Australia that are leading this ball game by 2-0 over New Zealand, courtesy of that great effort they put in the top of their order in the first inning. Up to New Zealand to claw that back, but in between that and them now is the top of the 3rd inning. It is Australia up to bat. Anything could happen. Up to bat for them will be number 67, Jake Hurst. Straight away, he lines one straight to second. Nicely played out there by Kumiroa. Takes the out at first for 1 down. Save his pitchers some work if they're all like that.
Pitchers like that, don't they?
Yeah, one pitch, one
out.
Go to the top of the shop though. Ethan Scott got him going in the first innings. Courtesy of a hit pitch.
Yeah, and in the first innings, it's a good start for any team. Your lead-off hitter gets on, and they capitalised on that, and actually we saw them scored a couple of runs in that first inning.
Yeah, they've converted the bodies on bases into runs, which all good teams will do, and this Australia is a very good team. Came out all guns a-blazing in the first innings. New Zealand just took half an inning to settle down. Into the ball game now, moving along at quite a good pace. Just maybe a signal for later on in the game. Both bullpens working pitches. Always good to have somebody warm and ready to go, though.
Ai, tika tau. Well, e toko rima ngā kaiepa o Aotearoa. They've got 5 pitchers, so why not use all 5 in this game too?
Sometimes you do have to pitch by committee, don't you, Quinton? You know, you can get a pitcher who's dominant, and yeah, you'll keep him going for as long as he's dominant, but sometimes you just have to rotate in and out of a ball game.
Ai, tika tau. Me hoki ki Ngāpōra, Maluga. Koia te kaiepa I Ngāpō, taino atu ki te inning 2-ono. He pitched all 6 innings.
Yeah,
and then they made the change. 7.
Cam started 7th, yeah.
And then made the change.
And that's the importance of your pitching coach, isn't it? Knowing the capabilities of your pitchers.
Yeah.
Knowing exactly what, not only technically what they can do, but you know, when are they at their best? How long can they stay in a game? Can they start? Are they a finisher? You know, what does that look like? All matters.
There are a lot of equations out there for coaches to take advantage of. We saw Atkins not necessarily agreeing with the umpire on that one. It looked a little bit wide to me, but the walk is there.
Ai, tika tau. I mahu e tērā kokonga rā o waho. He missed that outside corner.
Number 45, Flynn Edwards it is, and Ethan Scott does the job of the leadoff once again. Gets himself on base, courtesy of a walk this time.
Ooh.
Yes, no, yes, no. That'll get you out every time. Should I go or should I not go? Normally, if you have to ask that, usually means no.
No. yeah. It's an instinct, right? Because it's like a split second of that.
Well, we talked about the pitching coach, but the two coaches out there that are in charge, there's so much for them to consider as well, isn't there? I mean, especially when two teams are so close, the decisions they make can influence the outcome of the ball game, especially if their athletes execute their instructions.
Yeah, communication, eh? Communication is very important within teams. You have your management team, then you'll have your senior leaders within the team as well.
Here we go, the pick-off is in. It's gone all the way to centre field. It's going to help himself to third base as the throw comes in now. And that's also a little bit wild. New Zealand are just going to have to tighten that up.
Ai, ke te āhua ki te ao pōkai kaha. I Wainganui a Aotearoa. Just seeing frustration, just a little bit of frustration. Chasing the runner. But also just seeing how aggressive Australia is on the bases too.
Yeah, they're looking for every little slight advantage they can get. Both New Zealand and Australia last night watched leads in the game disappear pretty quickly. You know, you're almost sitting comfortably and then it's gone.
Yeah, well, and then, you know, just before that play we were talking about communication. You know, shortstop, second base was saying, well, sorry, my bad. Well, you know, that's part of it.
Yep.
These little things will matter in these top games. Who's taking the base? If you're not there, it's an overthrow, it's an extra base.
It's the sort of thing that they train 1,000 times for to avoid.
And it's a moment.
Yeah.
A moment.
So that's what you're out in there in those midweek evenings that nobody likes, where the coach has got you doing your 100th pick-off at 2.
That's right. But you used to have to do that, eh, Quinton?
Not me.
Late night trainings, over and over and over again. One more.
Well, I had Nanny Tina in my ear, so one person you could probably never get out of your ear.
Yeah.
Oh. There you go, and looks like the under-18 Black Sox are going to make their first change as we see Zach Atkins come out of the game. Other than that stint where he's failed to settle in the first sort of 3 or 4 batters, he's actually done okay since then and almost looked to be settling down. But the New Zealand coaching staff and probably the battery coach have thought differently and have made the change. That's their decision to make.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it could be a number of things, not just how he's pitching. It could be actually where he's pitching. It could be the communication. It could be the signals, the combination.
We'll never know.
That sort of stuff's hard for us to.
But in the meantime, we'll quickly take a break. This picture change brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Tyrone Robinson it is who comes in to pitch in replace of Zach Atkins. Robinson, and a very well-performed junior throughout his career so far in New Zealand, to the point where he's kind of dominated the scene in the last couple, 2 or 3 years. So they're not going to lose anything having him out there. A very vastly experienced young man comes on to replace Zach Atkins. See what we do? Australia have got runners in the corners, which means with only one out, very, very dangerous time for New Zealand once again.
Oh, no, shouldn't hurt them.
Nearly well executed trick play there by the New Zealand infield. I suspect if that throw had been on the button, that would have been extremely close.
These two teams.
Ai tērā, te tika ana, me whai rautaki, a Aotearoa, ki te whai he putanga anō. They need to find another way to get another runner, a better out.
And nice to see that aggression in that play, though, eh?
Yeah.
You know, you make a play. Make
That's
a
right.
play. Don't let them run down to second. That's not what you're here for. So it was a set play. They knew what they were doing, and just the throw was off. But you're right. We're making the right decision on where to throw the ball.
Here we go. As we saw that that play there, of course, the object of that one was to get the runner at third base backing up. The throw had been on the mark. The out would have been made. Tyrone Robinson it is again, who winds up to go again. Fires one past the batter for a strike. .39, is that Jackson Maluga out there batting? Have I got that number correct? Have we got a pinch hitter?
No, that should be Turnbull. Should be Turnbull.
All right.
80.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just couldn't see the number. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
He's definitely got a hot stick at the moment.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, he
Ezekiel
has.
Turnbull it is, up to bat there.
Oh, look, and they're going to score a run.
There we
on
go.
that.
There's another run going to score.
And they're
There's
gonna
another
try
runner coming
one.
in to score.
Oh, and he's safe.
And he's called safe. 2 runners coming to score. 4-0 to Australia.
Paki atu ki tērā, te kapa o Ahi Tareiria. Being aggressive once again.
Tell me how aggressive that was. I mean, he had eyes only for home plate.
Oh,
And there we go.
hard to see under that, but look, the umpire's right there. Right there. Got his foot under the tag or in there first.
Ki tāku nei kitenga, his glove was in the middle of the base, but the foot was at the edge of the base.
At the edge.
Yeah.
Well, that means that he was in.
He was safe. If his
Safe.
foot touches that base before that glove touches his foot,
Brilliant
he's safe.
base running, aggressive.
Brilliant, absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant. That's what I was going to say.
Making the most of the opportunity.
Quinton, you've already mentioned aggressive base running. That was a supreme example of it right there. There we go, it's New Zealand. They're going to shake that off. 2 runs scored just like that. Still only 1 down in the innings. 4-0 to Australia.
Oh, he's just finding it a bit unsteady out there. Probably coming in after Zach, right? Zach was certainly jumping and creating a few holes out there, and he's probably got a different technique.
Definitely different to Zach, all sort of power and aggression. Tyrone a little bit more subdued in his action. Almost looks at times like he's pitching within himself, which is a great trick for any pitcher to have, especially when he's pitching with the power that Tyrone's got.
Yeah. It's interesting, we were talking, just before though about Turnbull and how he's having a good turn at bat. I think he might be talking about these RBIs in that swing.
Yeah.
That was that ball above his head.
Yeah.
Ko ia tonu I patu I te MāORI. Was he the first one that hit the first RBIs in the first inning?
That's correct.
Well, it is Robinson that wins that as Turnbull heads back to the dugout. Struck out for the second out. He'll be replaced by Jonathan Faber. Faber, who with those lovely bright green gloves on, helped himself to a couple of home runs yesterday, and is a very dangerous person to have in front of you in the batter's box.
Ai tika tau, he pukunga rau tā Faber. He can do it offensively and defensively. Pitching, batting, but he's faster around the bases.
Yeah, that's all these athletes seem to be. The fitness levels, to me, at this age group are off the chart, really. These kids are all absolute athletes.
Ai, rangatai tonu ana. Kaore anō ngā pona kia weri rawa.
Of
the
course,
knees haven't caved in yet.
If you haven't spotted him lurking around in the dugout, and I'm not calling him a lurker, but the fitness coach for New Zealand, Irvantua Mavavi, former Warrior. Of course, it'd be nice to get his views on going from being a Warriors coach to being a softball fitness coach.
Nice to know.
A Warriors player, sorry.
Be nice to know who his barber is too.
Yeah, that's the gentleman you see occasionally sporting the magnificent beard. This time it's Tyrone that's walked Faber.
Ai, kua mahu e anō te rākokunga o aho. Just missed that corner, the outside corner.
2 down and Jonty Walker to come.
Temporary runner going to 1. Temporary runner down the first base, so Turnbull comes out to run.
There we go, we've got Turnbull come back out to do the running for Faber.
Let's go, guys, come on.
Jonathan Faber, of course, goes to the dugout on the 2-out pitcher-catcher rule.
Oh, to be a pitcher and a catcher when there's 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, the catchers have been there for quite a number of years,
Yeah,
but
they have, haven't
they've
they?
recently, in the last couple of seasons, added pitchers to it, which is a great call.
Yeah.
Ai, kia noa haumari te kaiapa. Making sure the pitcher's safe, but not often do you see a pitcher batting.
Well, it's becoming more and more prevalent, isn't it?
More and more.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he's been talked about right throughout this tournament, and of course, why wouldn't you? Jack Beesgrove, he's currently the #1 pitcher in the world, but by gosh, that guy can hit as well.
Tēnei ata ko Jack Beesgrove, te taiporo, I tai atu ki uta, hit a home run this morning to get them up to a 3-0 lead, and also defended, pitching. Must be an Australian thing.
I think actually it's just, it's a healthy change just for those players because people want to hit.
It's too much of a fun part of the game to give up.
I didn't mean to talk about cricket, but it's the same sort of thing. If you field and you want to hit as well.
Yeah.
Our sport is hitting is part of the game, and you want an opportunity to be able to hit.
You know, we do have a history of batting, you know, pitches that can bat ourselves. Of
Yeah.
course, in recent years, Josh Pettit was a fabulous batter, as well as being a great pitcher for New Zealand.
Gina Weber could hit the ball.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going through the list of all the other pitches. Yep.
But you wouldn't have known some of the
pitch.
pitches when it was more regarded for a pitcher to stick to pitching. You know, you didn't often see Marty getting up to bat. I don't remember seeing him. I'm sure he has. I've only seen a small fraction of the games he played.
3 balls, 2.
But Heine Shannon was a great batter.
Pera tonu ana kia Riley Marker I tēnei wā.
Yeah.
Sometimes a pitcher.
Other way round, isn't it, really, for him? He's a batter who can pitch. We see a nice strikeout by Tyrone to end the inning, and it is Australia who are now into what you might call a healthy lead of 4-0 over New Zealand. Find out what they can do in reply when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Colquhoun Park. We're in Palmerston North, nestled in the heart of the beautiful Manawatū region here in New Zealand, where it is the 2026 WBSC Qualifier, Oceania Qualifier. 3 teams involved. The 2 teams out there in front of us, Australia taking on New Zealand's own under-18 Black Sox. 4-0. Australia have a healthy lead here in the bottom of the 3rd innings. And it is Australia out there defensively, getting ready to go again with number 10, Hunter Bailey, up to bat for the under-18 Black Sox. And he's hit that hard out to shortstop, eats that one up, fires it across the diamond.
Wow.
Can't be taken. And there we go. New Zealand are going to take advantage of that error to have Hunter Bailey safe at first base. Those are the sort of errors you need to now take advantage on and capitalise on, Quinton.
Tika, tērā pēr he anga anō to change the momentum. Could be a change of momentum for Australia.
Aggressive swing there, Jackie, but maybe they've just recognised that Faibara is living in the strike zone on his first pitch.
Yeah.
There we see again, first pitch, and this time it moves the batter. That's 2 in a row. New Zealand, obviously a different tactic right off the bat here. They need to eat away at this lead. They still have enough innings to do it sort of one run at a time and just nibble away at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, they scored, you know, what was it, 6-7 runs last night?
That's right.
Yeah, so they're capable of the runs against the same team, against the same pitches. So, you know, just take their time, be patient, make the most of every turn at bat. Just smart softball now.
Faibara it is who rears back to go again. New Zealand with the runner at 2.
Ai e tika ana me whai rautaki anoa Aotearoa, kia whai kai oma ki te kāinga. Obviously, New Zealand just needs to change up a little bit of game, go to the short game, just move runners around, find points.
Already seen Kumura, who's obviously seen the need to do that. That one flies right through the middle of the zone for a strike. Kia ora, Landon Lane it is, going to work down there, and he swings hard at that rising ball from Faber.
We've seen both teams chasing those rise balls,
Yeah.
though, right, on both sides. Yeah, just
Well, it's a real hard one, isn't it, Jackie?
Yeah.
You just cannot
Well, if it's
hit
a good
that
rise
hard
ball.
rising ball if it's in the right spot.
Yeah. Very tough pitch to hit.
Of course, one of the hardest ones to catch up with in history would have been Australian, Adam Fulkard. We saw New Zealanders year after year after year chasing that rise ball as. Here we go, 2 down now in the innings as Landon Lane heads back to the dugout to be replaced by number 12, Bronson Harper. The runner still at 2. And again, we're seeing a swing at a ball at a first pitch.
That first pitch. Or down. You know, the coaches are probably having a little chat to them and saying, well, let's try and lay off that rise ball, take it out of the game, and let's focus, you know, on that down pitch.
Take him deep in the count.
Yeah.
Guarantee you that comeback pitch will be a drop ball.
This time he's varied the pace, and we've seen Jonathan Faber, he can vary his pace nicely. He has an excellent change-up, but also just an off-speed pitch, what we just saw there. Backs at it up with the same one. It's just a little bit too far off the plate to be called a strike this time. So there's another change from the Australians. They're not just trying to overpower, they're using a bit of subtlety and variation in flight and pace.
Two down here, Kiwis. Scoring position at second base.
Bottom of the third innings, Australia leading by 4-0. Still another game to go today. American Samoa have got to take on the Black Sox.
Me whai waihi atu Bronson Harper. Kia taia Riko te kuhu ki tēnei pauaka kaipatu. Arā! Oh, anei.
Bronson Harper heads to first base on the hit pitch. Again, it's not how, so long as you get there.
And titiro, ko ai ki te pauaka. Te iti o Ngaitahu. O Waitaha.
Dangerous moment for Australia now, maybe their most dangerous moment in the ball game so far, as the informed Rico Ratu comes up to bat now for the under-18 Black Sox. This time the ball's gotten away from the catcher, and New Zealand just amping up the pressure.
Both in scoring position now.
Ai, ke te āhua ki te ia mai kia Faber. You can see Faber's quite anxious of who's in the batter's box right now. I would be.
Or he's not.
Or he's not. Who knows with pitches?
Yeah.
There we go. Watches that one go on the outside of the plate. Yeah.
Now.
Kei te tatari a Rico, ki tana epa tino reka, just waiting on his favourite pitch.
It's interesting how yesterday all the pitchers were hitting that spot with regularity. They're all just missing it a little bit.
Oh, no.
That one just in a bit. That one nice across the far outside edge of the plate for a strike. Ratu now. Anything on the grass will score runs. What can he do in reply? Australia 4-0 up now. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning.
I can't have time. Less than 5 seconds. Stay in there.
No time. Nice.
I was going to wonder what happens to the time clock there with the umpire intervenes. You only had 3 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Anei te epa. Me hoki mai a Faber. The comeback pitch.
Manawatū fends that one off nicely. Doing a great job out there now this time.
It's definitely one of those moments, in the game. Like it's an opportunity moment here where you can change the momentum.
It's kind of like everybody's holding their breath and waiting for something to happen, you know?
Yeah, that's why I haven't said anything for about the last 5 minutes.
Time.
Oh, is another timeout, eh?
A few games starting to be played out there now. A little bit of mind games, some tactics. Oh, Rafu's done a fantastic job.
That is good discipline batting.
Tētahi kaipati ko tērā, ko Rico Ratu, no Waitaha.
2 down, bases loaded, bottom of third, 4-0 to Australia.
Yeah, interesting, very tempting for a hitter like him, who has been on form to chase pitches. Yeah.
You think you get out there and he wants nothing more in his life than to hit the ball, but he's done a wonderful job of doing exactly the opposite. A couple of those pitches were very close.
Yeah, and like interviewing Kingy Hicks last night, he had a great game at the bat, but it's about the team hitting.
Yeah, that's a great philosophy from the players. They're not going to sort of sit there and say, "Yeah, I did a great job." I'll thank the team for enabling them to have the opportunity to do it and putting them in the position to do it. Romana Kumiro it is now. It's his job to get up there and do something about this. Remember, it's 2 down. Loaded bags now.
See, this is what it's all about, eh? See, time out here, time out
about
here.
our 4th or 5th time out in about 20 pitches.
It's good.
Just off the plate.
E taia ana te kite kua mauri taua Raumana Kumiro. You can see he's quite relaxed. Obviously 2 down, full bags.
Well, we talked about those late night trainings. Well, the same thing goes with batting, doesn't it? It should become instinctive, a muscle memory. They know what to do in any given situation.
Oh! It's launched high! It's gone! Just like that, it is 4-all. As the Black Sox come back hard.
Nā wai ngā kuri I tuku I te kēti. Pile te tōtau. Arā ka hoki ki aki kōrero. I tatara ia mo tōna epa pai, I tōna epa reka. Ka tai anō ko tētahi kaipati ko tērā. Raumana Kumeroa.
High and deep.
What he said, what they said.
4-all, just like that. We talked about it, Jackie. You can erase a lead with one swing of the bat.
One swing of the bat. But everything was so calm leading into it. You know? Like I was just tactically, just taking their time, taking time out. You could feel the pressure, and you knew something was going to happen, right?
Yeah, we told you, we were holding our breaths, waiting for something to happen. And it did.
There we go.
There we go. McWilliams looking to continue it. Hit straight to second base. Eaten up out there, but not before this game just got interesting. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. What a display these two teams are able to put out there before you. Australia and New Zealand going at it hard. 4-all locked up here in the fourth innings. What's going to happen? Well, we're going to find out very shortly. Flynn Townsend, number 52, up to bat for Australia. And one swing of the bat, just like that. What do you think?
Sounds like a song. One swing of the bat, just like that. Yeah, well executed. Just talking about that off here, weren't we, around the team runs then. Well executed, just smart, working together.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Quinton, you said it, you know, they got the walk. Was it a walk? You know, then they had the sack bunt. You know, then they got the pass ball to get the runners to. If that pass ball hadn't have been pitched, that loaded back situation wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
And then hoki atu kia Rico, te te o ngā kaipatu wera.
Yeah. Just being patient.
And Jackie, yeah, you nailed it. I mean, the patience that Rico showed to earn that walk of his, that almost broke the back of the innings for the Australians, you know?
Yeah.
It perfectly set it up for Kumaroa to come in and swing the bat.
And kei te kite e nei, kua tau ngā wairua o Aotearoa. You can see that...
Here we go, it's a foot race back to first base. Won by New Zealand, the first out. Flynn Townsend it is, who heads back to the dugout. He's going to be replaced by number 58, Parker Cameron. No.
Challenge.
Number 15, Lawson Moller. No, 58 it is.
58.
15 walked past.
Yeah.
They're confusing me. All these white uniforms everywhere. But it is Muller warming up in the batter's box.
He timatanga nō tērā, muri te inning tuatoru. You can see that New Zealand can start again. It's pretty much back to 0-all.
Defence time now, though, isn't it?
But you can see that they're calm.
So defensively, they need to just stop Australia from jumping, you know, immediately back out to a lead. And that just means executing, you know, all your defensive plays when they're on offer, which they have already done with one out. The man in the middle needs to find the zone. But, you know, this game is as good as back to 0-all, just like that. Here we go.
Kua peitahi anō tērā kokona o waho. He's found the outside corner again.
And we just settle down and have a breather and settle into quiet mode.
Wow.
She goes, there we go. Nice job by Robinson. Strikes out.
E tika ana, me hoki mai ki te ao marama. Need to come back down from the heavens after that third inning.
Yeah.
Because Hika, what a shot that was.
Well, it's easy to get carried away with that, and it was a magnificent thing to get carried away on. But you got to remember, that was only the closing out of the third inning. So, you know, there's a lot of the softball game ahead of us.
That's right, there is. And that's, you know, that was my point, is that before when around their, do we know that they're capable of getting back the runs? Absolutely, because that's what they scored yesterday, right? So that's what I guess the coach and the players will be saying to ourselves. We're good enough to score 7 runs.
Yeah.
So let's just do one at a time. Except they just did 4.
Except they just helped themselves with 4.
Yeah, it was just great.
But so, I mean, it was done with one swing of the bat, but we've already talked about what it took to get them in that situation, to have that swing of the bat. And it took some great play from the batters ahead of them. There we go. The change has been made. I think it's number 15, Lawson Moller, comes in to have a pinch hit for the Australians.
There were a lot of people that thought that was a strike. Just seemed a bit low, I think, for the umpire.
I was going to say the one person that didn't think it was a strike was the one that counts.
Wow.
That one definitely was, as we've seen this foul tip. I think Bryden Wells so far in this game has done a great job.
Yes, pretty consistent. Pretty consistent, yeah.
Oh, the clouds have just moved away over the old hometown, Quinton. And once again, Colquhoun Ballpark is looking like a picture.
Paradise, eh?
Paradise.
Capital of New Zealand, Palmerston North.
Here we go, Robinson it is who rears back to come again this time. The wind up. Hit down the third bag line. It's going to be a foul. The shadows are getting pretty long out there as we head into the evening. Of course, sun not really effective for the field. Field is out there. Unless you're at first base being thrown to by third base. Contrast to that famous ballpark where the sun does intrude at this time of the day, Fraser.
Definitely mixes it up a lot, doesn't he?
He does.
You know.
You don't often see the same two pitches in a row.
Yeah. Which can be challenging for hitters because it's like, you know, trying to pick the pattern.
Yeah, and that's probably the reason why he does it.
Oh.
This time is going to be a runner on one for Australia. 2 down here in the 4th innings. And it is Muller who does his job out there and gets Aussie going. The pinch hit worked. Anytime they get safe on bag, you'd have to say it worked.
Kua karanga te tai hui. James Kumero.
Oh, it's just asking around probably if we see it, maybe.
Interference at first base?
Interference, yeah. Running inside the line is always what you want to ask.
So yeah, the conference underway between the 4 officials.
He was still outside. He was still outside. So he was running down the line. I had him right down the line. Yeah. So so you have him inside. No, I had him on the line. On the line. So
and I got to hit him.
You got to hit him.
I've got a hit on him as well.
And I think he was on the line. I don't think he was in the tracks.
Which side of? I couldn't see where. Which side did he hit it on?
Which side?
I think it was outside. You thought I hit him on the outside?
Outside, yeah. It was a wild throw.
So then. I've gone up safe first.
He's safe at first? Okay.
Yep. Here we go. Decision by committee out there, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that word for word. Wonderful, wonderful pictures and sounds we're able to bring you.
Yes, it has hit him, but
here live on Whakaata Māori.
When it's hit him.
What a privilege it is to bring this out to you via their platforms on YouTube.
Let's go. Let's go, catcher.
And of course, the upshot of that conference, Jason Kumaroa's got to ask the question. And safe at first base is the decision. Number 67, bottom of the order for Australia, Jake Hurst. It is up to bat now. Aussie with a runner on base. We've seen how good those guys are when they start running around. The last 2 runs they scored were an absolute testament to that.
Yeah, that's right, and that's probably why JK was probably asking, right? You got to, because things change in moments.
Yeah. Yep. Small degrees. That is a great rise ball right on there.
Big cut there.
Tyrone Robinson, and it's a pitch that is so hard to hit there, but it's also a pitch that some hitters like. So you just got to know which ones do and which ones don't.
Ka tikara he tukinga tēnei. A Faber, Kia Robinson. Oh, Hurst.
Yes, should be Jake Hurst because Muller came in for Nathan Hill.
Yeah. We go Hurst, then we go back to the top. 2 down it is. Runner at 1. Swings hard at that one.
Another strike.
Backs it up with another hard rise ball.
And this is where he seems to get them chasing, And then he'll come back with those little off paces.
It's definitely a
Got
knack,
good,
isn't it?
Got
It's
good
a knack.
variety.
If you can get better swinging at pitches that are not in the zone,
That's right.
that is the trick.
Here you go. Oh,
This
that
one's
should be a
hard.
catch.
It's going out to left field. Comfortably takes it out. A little too comfortably for my liking. But there we go. 3 down here in the fourth innings.
Use 2 hands.
We'll head towards the bottom of the fourth innings to find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and there's a beautiful evening here in the Manawatū. We're at Colquhoun Park, and we are enjoying another spectacle of softball being put on here by the 2 ANZAC teams, New Zealand and Australia, here in the Oceania Qualifier, WBSC, to qualify 2 teams for the World Cup in 2027. 4 all. If you can believe it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 swing of the battle. And all of a sudden, just like that, the scores were even. Up to bat for New Zealand will be number 9, Boston Allen.
All right, karanga mai ngā puinui tonu.
There we go, and we we have another interview down, ready to go. James Harris with one of the Australian players.
Thanks, team. I've got Callum Beashall, assistant coach of the Aussie team. Got off to a great start, but gee, they came firing straight back with that Grand Slam.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of expect it with 2 quality teams like this. When you get the pressure put on you, the team that executes is going to get the job done, and that's what they've done there. And yeah, tip the cap to them. But yeah, you know, we've had some good at bats as well, and hung around. So yeah, 0-0 ball game now, and let's see how it ends out.
Aussie hitters had 6 strikeouts looking last night. Probably had another 3 or 4 today. Is that something that you've spoken about, something you're working on? We just try to take the pitches deep in the count.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we've obviously gone through some of the video and changed some of our approaches, trying to lay off that rise ball and, yeah, really just attack the zone. So, yeah, the approach changes in that regard. But, yeah, they're doing a good job of keeping us off our feet. But, yeah, we're making changes across the game.
The game was to and fro all night last night. Repeat today. What are we going to see from Australia? Fight back for the win tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. The boys are keen to get that win and make it that 1-1 series, and yeah, see how things go into tomorrow. But yeah, we're focused on the next pitch, and that's the key thing for us, is just focusing on the next pitch. So yeah, keen to see how it ends out. I obviously can't control how things are going to end, but yeah, the boys are keen to get it done. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Thanks a lot, Callum. Callum Beashall, assistant coach for the Junior Aussies.
There we go. Thank you, James Harris. And when I said where they had a player, it was one of the Australian coaches, but he is still a player.
Yeah, he is indeed.
Callum Beashall,
yes.
It is.
Watched him play too. Very good player.
Plays for the Australian Steelers, the senior team.
That's correct.
Over here giving back for the Australians, but there we go. Jonathan Faber done a wonderful job for the Australians. Zofar is about to be replaced out on the hill. And we will quickly take a pitching break. This pitching break brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting.
Maxford. This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Oh no, they would have seen it. Base on balls, eh? Boston. Alan Boston.
Oh, yeah, out there. And hit pitch. Yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The pitching change has been made. Max Ferguson coming in to replace Jonathan Faber, who had been doing a great job for Australia, but perhaps a little few glimpses of cracks there as New Zealand opened up with one swing of the bat to score 4 runs. But there we go. Australia have made the decision. Max Ferguson comes out to bat. Now we've got runners at 1 and 2. Boston Allen out there. And Mikaela Kingi Hicks, who got on base courtesy of a hit pitch. There we see the push bunt. And he's gotten past the fielder. It's going to be taken out, but that's given the runners time to go all the way round to a 2 and 3.
All right, no mai rā te tai pūkenga ko tērā. A little push punt down first base line.
Little push punt. And we saw that last night as well when they scored or they moved the runners with that little push up over to second, right?
That's right, out
so doing that again. Because corners come charging in. So rather than drop it down, trying to push it,
Nice, good point.
Mahu e hoki ia I te pāra, he missed the tag, so he had to play first. That could have ended up.
Once again, New Zealand with runners in scoring position. Number 8, Lucas Gibbons, it is up to bat for New Zealand, looking to convert this advantage they now enjoy. Not on the scoreboard, but out there on the diamond. Ferguson comes into pitch. He has been in there warming up, so he'll be ready to go. Always an unenviable situation for a pitcher to walk in on with runners out on base. But that's softball. That's part of the game.
And each pitcher is also quite different in their styles, hey? So Ferguson really leans back.
Quite whippy.
And that's right.
And that is a technical term, ladies and gentlemen, whippy. There we go. There's that rise ball. Hits the spot. Gets the batter swinging at it for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Gibbons looks to take Ferguson deep into account. We see a ball from the bullpen get away. I said it last night. Those bullpens need roofs.
Also needs a new glass.
Yeah, they need a new glass. Well, while you're out there buying a new screen, buy a couple of new roofs. Oh, there we go. Temptation.
Nice.
The temptation to go on the pass ball. It was never far enough away to be serious.
The paitera, it's quite good.
Yeah,
quite,
and there's only one down.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to give up another run.
It's a very tense time in the game. I mean, there's pressure now on both teams to execute, or you know, all of a sudden they could find themselves 1 or 2 runs down, just like that.
Wow.
And there we go. That's a great job done by Gibbons to walk to 1. Once again, the under-18 Black Sox have loaded up the bags. Anything can happen as they go to the top of the shop. Lead-off hitter, Keodoa Landon Lane, with only 1 down, getting to their top of their order with only 1 down. Almost call it a luxury. I know they haven't scored a run yet.
Oh, time out. Just needs to check his signals. There you go. And this is the thing which can disrupt a team when we talk about having a number of pitchers.
Yep.
Yeah, there's benefits to it, but then also you're reliant on them, you know, all having the same pitching signals, everyone knowing the moves at such critical moments like this. So it's good to see them obviously call timeout and have a kōrero out there, making sure they've got all the right signals.
Interestingly, I'm just looking at the number. That is Muller now doing the catching for Australia. Is that where he was? No, he was on the bench.
No, he wasn't, but he came in the last inning.
Yeah, as a hitter.
Yeah, as a hitter, so they've kept
so
him
he's kept him in and he's gone to catcher. So it's almost like a little chessboard out there for the coaches, isn't it? I mean, they're moving their pieces around. And,
that's right.
Yeah, making the decisions that they hope will influence the game in their favour.
And kia nei, ko Aotearoa tētai o ngā kapa, pukinga rau, kiwe nei momo mea o te short game. I see a lot, it's one of New Zealand's skills, is short game.
Yeah. Something that's been worked on in the last few years.
We've certainly seen a lot of action happen when they go short.
Yeah.
Being aggressive comes into it.
Yeah. Taking advantage of your speed as well, eh?
You see all the Aussie infield right up now as we see a hard swing at that one. So with one down and a load of bags, that Aussie infield are fielding right inside the lines, which is where you'd expect them to be.
Yeah, they need to be able to make a play. They won't really want them to go ahead by too many runs here if they get that opportunity.
Here we are now, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the fourth innings. This game couldn't be any more tight at the moment for all between these two great nations, New Zealand and Australia. You see it time and time and time again throughout whatever code. These two sporting countries just love playing against each other.
Do you think?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no,
you know,
eh? Yes and no, of course.
You kind of dread it because you know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's been...
And that would go both ways.
Oh, of course.
But if you're an elite athlete, you want to test yourself against other elite or the best
100%,
athletes.
100%, yes.
This time he's launched one high in the air. He catches up on that rise ball.
Well, he's really protecting it.
Yeah.
He's going after it. So if you're going to go after it, you better make sure you make some contact.
That's right. 2 strikes now and 2 balls. You could find yourself heading back to the dugout if you don't catch up with that rise ball. Good job done so far by Kia ora Landon Lane.
Oh,
has a go at that one. This time it's the opposite. Down in the dirt and dirty.
Yeah.
Tētai epa ko tērā. Way to mix it up.
Nice job by Ferguson.
In the dirt.
Yes, you're right, Quinton. He took a little bit off that, eh?
Threw it in the dirt and made him chase.
Changes the pace, set him up for it. Two came in high. But we were in a familiar territory now. As we heard the ground announcer, Chopper, loaded bases, 2 down. That's exactly what we saw ourselves in just an innings ago.
New Zealand has a substitution, 12 out, 18 in.
Here we see New Zealand look like they're about to pull in a pinch hitter as well. This time now it's number 18, Shire Hodgetts.
Ai ko te mea mana, kia kite I ngā momo epa katoa. Just seen a lot of pitches for Shire, as he hasn't had much at-bats within the last couple of games.
No, he's been used sparingly, but he won't be there if they didn't have faith that he could come in and do a job.
Tika.
And one of those jobs might be the ability to stay off that rise ball. One of the few batters you see these days who don't wear a glove. Or 2 gloves. So no, it's quite unusual. Paints the outside corner for a strike. Again, we're just experiencing the calm before the storm.
Oh, Oh, he's going
This time the runner's coming.
Right
in, safe. Just like that, New Zealand leap out to a slim one-run lead.
Anora, e rira ana, being aggressive on the base.
Nice. And really making the most of that opportunity. Different situation this time, though, because there's 2 down. So we go when there's an opportunity.
Yeah, there's wonderful reaction speed from the runner at third base. Summed up brilliantly there by Jason Kumaroa. Would have sent the athlete straight away. No hesitation from either of them. Runners at 2 and 3 now. Hodgett still in the bat. Watches one go through the middle of the zone for a strike. Oh, what a situation to be in now. You're in the bottom of the 4th innings. You were staring at a 4-0 deficit, and you've turned it in the space of an inning and a half.
Oh,
there we go. Struck out as Hodgett.
Okay.
But not before we score 1 run to edge ahead of Australia by 5-4. We head to the 5th innings. We'll find out what Aussie can do in reply when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back to Colquhoun Ballpark, and we are just having a ball of a time there as everyone in the audience is doing the YMCA, led by the ground announcer Chopper, doing a fantastic job there. We don't just give you softball when you come to the ballpark in Palmerston North, we give you a show as well. Well, there you go. Wonderful spirit being had here, and a wonderful game we're being treated to by New Zealand and Australia. New Zealand now with the slimmest of leads, which all it is 1 run, 5-4. And we're about to get underway. Australia are up to bat. I believe they're at the top of their order here now in the 5th inning.
Ai, kua tau te pēhenga. The pressure's been put back on Australia to chase that 1 run.
Well, they've shown that they're capable of scoring runs and scoring them fast.
Yeah. And look, both teams have shown, though, that they can come from behind.
Yeah.
That's it, right? When whichever, topsy-turvy, it sort of goes one way and then the other way, but they're capable of pulling it back.
Absolutely. And absolutely, James Harris is ready with another interview down on the sideline. James.
I have Isaac Fletcher, assistant coach of the Junior Black Sox. You've arrested the momentum and taken the lead, mate. Must be happy over there in the third base dugout.
Yeah, definitely. As we spoke before the game, we knew that Australia would come back out hard again, and they got a great start. Pretty simple. We just said to the boys, we just got to stay in the game and keep grinding, have quality at-bats, back into the middle of our pitch and just get back into what we do, and that's just throwing a lot more strikes. And they've done well. And yeah, we've managed to fight back into the game, so really happy with the boys. The boys are up now, so it's really good.
And some great at-bats as well, going deep in the counts, force the pitching change, probably something that you would have been aiming towards as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like we've talked about through this whole campaign, is that one thing in particular with our at-bats, we want to have quality at-bats. We don't want to be going out there swinging at rubbish. We want to try and work the counts as deep as we can and try and get through as many pitches as we can. So boys are doing really well with that too.
Not over yet. Back to the top of the order, third time through. Still got another, 9 outs, I guess?
Yeah. We know it's not over. As I said before, Australia's always tough. They're going to come back. They're not going to go away anywhere. So we know we've got to keep in the grind. And as long as we continue to do what we're doing, we'll stay in this game too. And hopefully we'll come out on top. You know what I mean?
Thanks a lot, Isaac. Back to you up in the commentary.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, James Harris. And great to hear the insight into the game of Isaac Fletcher. Pretty much with all the coaches, it's like we're just going to go stick with business as usual for us. You know, we'll play the situation that's in front of us.
Yeah.
But we've got our plans and our processes, and we're going to trust those and stick to them. So, great insight.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's what they've trained for, right? So
Yeah.
control the controllables, and then if something happens, then you just got to play what's in front of you. You just got to know that you're good enough to be able to do that.
Absolutely, and I just want to take a moment to thank James Harris all the way from Adelaide, our Australian guest commentator, and what a fantastic job he's doing and bringing us all the insight from an Australian point of view, and his knowledge of the Australians has been invaluable.
Three balls, two.
Right, there we go. We're at the top of the order. Ethan Scott, it is up to bat for the Australians. The fifth innings, things moving along. You could be forgiven as we go, and as Scott's done a fantastic job to get them going. He's picked the walk here in the fifth inning. Bring to bat number 45, Flynn Edwards. Dangerous times in New Zealand if you're going to give up bases like that with no outs. It's just a little bit too easy.
Yeah, well, lead-off hitters, you know, that's their job. Do what you can to get on base. You need that first hitter on base. Everyone then goes through their process.
Yes.
Moving runners, putting them in scoring opportunities.
And that's what coaches love, eh, Quinton? They love the ability to make that, to be able to make decisions, and they really can't do it until they've got bodies in motion on base.
Tika, and here we are.
This time it's a wild pitch that's going to gift. Oh no, got a bit of bat on it.
Yeah.
Ai, I nei ko te wā o Ahitereiria, kia puta mai o rātou pukinga rau. It's time for Australia to show us their skill set with the short game, with the batter screwing up quite early there.
Well, we did think earlier on, we mentioned it, that Aussie might have been holding back on the short game. I think probably in this situation now, they probably do need to go to it just to advance runners. And get them into scoring positions, because since they had that two-run blitz where they ran in two runners on what really shouldn't have been allowed on a fast ball. Fantastic bit of running by them, Bo, but...
Tika. And mena ka titiro ki te porofita o te kaipatu.
Oh.
If we take a look at the batter circle, or the next batters up, you have Ezekiel Turnbull, who's been hot on the stick.
Yep.
And Faber.
That's right.
Turnbull, Faber, Walker, that's the meat of their order.
Yeah.
3, 4 and 5.
Although Faber's not in now, is he?
He's
No,
been subbed. You'll probably...
He's been subbed. But, you know, could they bring him back in?
Well, it's interesting.
Or would they? Or you could just pinch hit. Because you got a lot on... they've got hitters.
Yeah. Yep. Again, we're second-guessing the coaching staff, aren't we?
We are, aren't we?
Yeah, they get to make all...
Oh, he gets him. He got him.
Wonderful comeback.
Tētahi change-up. Ki tērā kokonga o roto, the inside change-up.
Robinson it is who strikes out. Edwards to bring Turnbull. This is a big moment in the ball game. Turnbull's been batting very well. And everything at the moment seems to be building into big moments. You know, we've talked about moments regularly throughout the game.
Tika. It's all about moments, eh, softball?
It is. I mean, there was only 2 runs that separated these two teams last night. Now they're only separated by 1 run with 2 innings to go. Well, 2.5. This time it is Robinson doing what he does. He plays at his own tempo, which pitchers all love to do. He'll dictate the pace of the game out there. Faber shows that he hasn't forgotten where the middle of the bat is as he fouls that one off back over the first base dugout.
And we would expect, to your point, Quinton, these hitters that are coming up to be hitting, you know, they tried to drop a bunt or go short. It's really not their style of game.
There's another thing as the steal is on.
Steel's on.
Nice throw, just slightly on the wrong side of the plate, allows the runner to get in. So nice steal there from Scott.
Scott, that's
Kua whai wahia to our Scott. Now in point scoring position.
Yeah, we're seeing this with regularity now. Both teams taking the time to just make sure they're on the same page.
Lots of timeouts.
Yeah, lots of timeouts. Corridor in the middle of the diamond.
That's it. Yeah. Just making sure that everyone's taking a little breather. Communication again. Just reinforcing what they're going to do in this situation.
Oh, I'm sure New Zealand have worked out the tactic for dealing with that runner at second base. One of the things I haven't seen in the tournament yet, since the first game on day one, I believe, is a steal from second to three.
Second to three.
Yeah. Not that this might be the ideal situation for it, but sometimes coaches like to do the unexpected. Just getting into that time of the evening where the lights are now on, but they're not quite effective yet, so it can be tricky light just as the sun's gone down. And there's a nice job. Robinson's come up clutch once again.
Nui Tera. That was a big pitch for Robinson. He needed that. Kua puta Arua, 2 down.
He sure did. He sure did. Surprising. It's surprising though that he chased that so high.
Yeah, we've seen them, Robinson being able to do that, getting them to chase that riser. It just drifts out of the zone. Pitcher Ferguson comes into bat now. We'll see the answer to our question. Who was going to bat for Faber?
Yeah. So he's staying in there, yeah.
Max Ferguson it is. He's going to do the batting. We know all of their pitchers can bat. And other than the catcher, why not? Who knows better where the strike zone is than the pitcher?
Which seems to be working well, that rise ball, and them chasing it. I don't think they're throwing it for a strike. It's more that, you know, just encouraging or forcing them to actually swing. There
it goes once again. 3 straight strikeouts takes the heat out of that inning for New Zealand, who enjoy a 1-run lead over Australia still. We'll find out what happens when we come back for the bottom half of the 5th innings. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This game just keeps surprising us, and it has surprised us again as New Zealand are leading it by 6 by 5-4 over Australia. I almost went to last night's score. As the light fades here and the lights on the stadium are beginning to take effect, it is New Zealand now up to bat with number 1, Rieko Ratu, coming in now.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the first innings. Third baseman for New Zealand leader, Rieko Ratu.
Bottom of 5, Ratu up to bat. And now it is all on New Zealand. They can head into the 6th innings with more runs on board, all the better. But 1 run in any situation right now between these two teams is really nothing. I swear if Ferguson leans back any further, he'll fall over. I mean, every year we seem to see a pitcher who has that sort of lean. And it's obviously become a thing and an effective thing, because we're seeing some great pitchers who do it that way. But from the South Americans to the Australians, you know, there's a lot of them doing that now. But again, just contrasting styles from these Australian pitchers. Most of them are they're all fairly tall, fairly lean. And at under 18 level are throwing very hard. Once they grow into their adult bodies, it's going to be interesting to see where they're all at. That one almost convinced the umpire to call it a strike. He kept it down though. It was close. Nice job by Ratu, once again being very patient in there.
He likes to do that, doesn't he? Just likes to take his time. Yeah.
It's a skill. When to call time.
Yeah. Well, he's done it a few times. Definitely leads by example out there.
Oh.
There's another one. Fends off the rise ball.
She got full count. Tatari ana Rieko Ratu ki tana epa pai. Just waiting on his good pitch, on his favourite pitch. Looked like he missed it at that first pitch.
Full count now on Ratu. Again, he's just dictating the pace of play out there.
Oh wow, ko rātou ke dictating ana I te rai. It's the batters that dictate when he's ready.
Well, I always thought that if both feet were in the box, you're ready.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposed to be.
The only signal that you're not ready doesn't include just holding your hand up. You got to step out. Keep 1 foot in, but put 1 foot out. And that's a great job done by Ratu, who earns himself a walk, heads down to first base.
The tactic works.
The tactics work for him. It's his second walk in a row.
Whatever you want to call it, but certainly that's his style, that's his rhythm, and it works for him.
Well, guess who's up to bat?
Who?
Raumana Komiroa. Set the stadium alight with a grand slam home run. And he's launched one into the stars. It's going to come down on the diamond. Somebody's getting underneath it. And with one swing of the bat, he heads back to the dugout. It's going to be replaced by number 6, Cole McWilliams. One swing of the bat that early.
Give it over. It's obviously confident, though, if it's there, you know, then have a go at it.
It speaks of a huge amount of confidence. You're absolutely right.
O tērā pēr kua ki te Aotearoa. seeing that the first pitch is usually a strike.
Yeah.
Obviously, the pitcher wants to get up early.
Well, if you think things are running a little bit late, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be correct. Next game's supposed to start at 6 o'clock. It may very well do so, but we're supposed to have a bit of a bigger gap. Well, what happened, if you just tuned in the later innings, was that early on in the ball game, the glass screen behind the batters got shattered into a million bits. So we had to take a 20-minute break to clean that up. And what a wonderful job the staff, the ground staff here at Manawatū, they swarmed all over it. You got it fixed in quick time. Max Ferguson just settling into a rhythm out there now. One down, Ratu at 1. McWilliams into bat. Bottom of the 5th innings. As these two great nations continue to go head to head.
Ai, ka tika, me mihi ki ngā kaihāpai o tēnei kaupapa. Manawatū Association, Softball New Zealand. He mihi hoki ki tō tātou kapa, tōkena pango, rua tikau mā toru. Just wish our under-23s good luck for tonight's game.
This one hit hard, cleaned up in the hot corner for the out. Takes the lead runner, Ratu heads back to the dugout.
And that's what you want, good hard hit ball.
Nice work done by the Aussie infield that took the lead runner, McWilliams, safe at first base. That'll bring up to bat number 9, Boston Allen. Fires that one on the inside half of the plate for a strike, does Ferguson. Not quite the velocity that Faber's got, but just mixes things up nicely out there.
Yeah, he's very calm and composed.
We've talked about who they are, but we haven't talked about how good they've been, and that's the catches for both New Zealand and Australia. They have been very good. Position in New Zealand that we look to have to be thin for a while, but now they seem to be coming thick and fast, and they are good. And obviously with the pitches that Australia produce, they have to have good catches.
Well, yeah. The more pitches you have, you're going to need catches as well. Eh?
Yeah.
So that's why we call it the battery. Obviously,
Yeah,
we
that's
talk about
right.
that. We mention that, eh?
Yes, it becomes
yeah,
the battery.
For every pitcher, there needs to be a catcher. Of course, but it's more than that.
Yeah, it's a
build
unique
the
relationship,
combinations.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially the higher you get.
That's right.
You know, we've probably had the GOAT, the greatest of all time, in Mark Sorensen. And, of course, he's caught to so many amazing pitches. This one's gone high. It's gone deep. It's out of there. There we go. A home run double.
Boston Allen.
Boston Allen launches one over the left field fence to score 2 runs for New Zealand. And take them out to the lead now, 7-4 over Australia here in the 5th innings. And that hit, as much as anything in this ball game, has busted this ball game wide open.
Double thumbs. Double thumbs up.
Here we go, a 2-run shot by Boston Allen. It's always exciting. New Zealand doing their runs and home runs at the moment.
Here we see it. Beautiful, beautiful contact. Plenty of power over left field fence.
Yeah, he had to have a lot of power because that wind's going left to right as you look at it.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Pretty effortless as well, to be fair. Very patient in the batter's box. I feel like the moment, it doesn't seem like there's high energy. There's just like patience and calmness. Yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely been a subtle shift, but the momentum has shifted definitely in New Zealand's favour now.
Yeah, they don't seem to be rushing. I mean, they're in control, they're ahead. So just making the most of each, almost like individual opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the heat's definitely on Australia now because that's a 3-run lead. And when you're talking the context of how tight it's been between these two teams, that is a fairly decent lead. But hey, let's not forget the Black Sox had to come from 4 down.
That's right.
And this Australian team have already scored 4 runs of their own in this ball game. So they can do it too. And definitely, she's still all on in this game of softball.
E hara I te mea, kei te māma haere, ngā mahi Max Ferguson. It's not that it'll get any easier with Mikaira King Hicks coming up to bat, followed by Hunter Bailey.
A couple of things seem to have happened though, and that helped this momentum. And the change in tactics, they went to the short game. They all of a sudden became a lot more patient in the box. They've earned a few walks.
Yes.
And definitely helped themselves to the odd loose pitch that is straight into the middle of the zone. So
yeah,
great
absolutely.
Batting from the New Zealand team.
Yeah, and I think more hitters are hitting.
Yeah, more contact out there.
Yeah. So I'd probably think that last night there was just Kingi Hicks.
Yeah.
Hit well. Rico Ratu, like maybe just a couple here and there.
Yep.
This seems to be a lot more.
Yeah, like a block of hitting.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And that's what you want. You want your batters
and getting
to bat
on
and block.
base. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, bodies in motion on base. The home runs are
and
fantastic.
here we go again, right? Doing your job, getting on base.
We talked about trusting your processes. Well, they've gone into this patient game in the box. They're forcing the Australians to throw a lot of pitches.
It's so important, isn't it? It's just a real team effort with the hitting.
Yeah. And what I like in that, I know they've been home runs that scored the runs, but it's been a team effort to get the job done. That's what set up the moment that's been created by these home runs. And you mentioned it with King Hicks's interview last night, where he credited the team, you know, with the ability to for him to be in the position to swing the bat.
Well, it's very easy, very easy when you're in the batter's box to get caught up in your own self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your own turn at bat rather than the team.
Right, ka tika me haere Taki Tini. Never go alone, always go as a team. And obviously you can see it's team batting.
Of course, now New Zealand obviously confirmed in the final tomorrow. And I might be a little bit premature. They haven't won this game yet. Better keep that one a little bit quiet. Just forget I said that, everybody.
Keep that quiet.
Yeah,
We've just told the whole world.
I meant to say they will be. If.
I think me and
Sorry,
Quinton just
a little
went,
bit ahead
what?
of myself there. They will be if they win this game.
Yes.
And of course, if something happens and they don't, and the Australians will still have something to say about that, and of course they will be in the position of having to beat Western Samoa. There we go, another job done.
Will we see another change here?
This time by Hunter Bailey.
Ka karanga te kaiwhakahaere ki te taihui. Coach has called time.
The Kiwis looking to apply some pressure here. Found a way to get it done.
Here we go, it's Kōrero out there for the Australians this time, as it's New Zealand who are just ramping up the pressure in every innings now on them. They've just gone to a tactic in this ball game that's been pretty hard to resist. And that is get guys on base and then hit home runs.
Well, that is what we've seen.
I'm sure
so
it's
far.
not that simple.
No, but we have seen that.
Ai, tika. Mea nako.
Imagine that in the team talk. Now, what we're going to do?
Load the bases.
We're going to load the bases and then we're going
to hit home runs. Yeah.
Let's see how we go.
Well, the boys will look at each other, go, choice.
Let's see what happens here.
But there we go. They're not taking it for granted because they've managed to move runners around the bases with walks and bunts and steals and pass balls. They've done anything they can to get those runners into scoring positions. And none of that has involved launching the ball over the fence.
No, that's right. It's really, really important here right now for Ferguson, right, to just hit his spots.
Yeah, you know, the Aussie coaches obviously come out as we see a nice hard cut.
Yeah, come out, had a corridor with the team.
And that'll be around what he's, you know, pretty much what he said. You know, just get ball in play for New Zealand and let them let your infield, etc., back you up. It's all pretty simple for it, but yeah, it's a matter of doing it.
Execution, yeah.
Ai, and tētai 2-down rally ko tēnei. It's 2-down rally. Next batter, the top of the batting order.
Yeah, you got Lucas Gibbons out there right now, number 8. See this one go past, and that's going to be tight, but it's going to move the runners. Again, exactly what we talked about. It's the ability to get them in position. It gives the batter the right to swing the bat. And now this is where we're at again. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Here we go. This pitch could end an inning, or it could advance the score. Ferguson, and as he leans back, fires one in high.
Here we see the replay on that. As you say, leaning back. Pass ball.
That's the pass ball that got the runs on the replay there. These wonderful replays.
Advancing to 3.
That are brought to you, the super slow motion.
Wow.
Yeah, Ferguson just losing control in a couple of pitches recently, and New Zealand just edging in again to take advantage of it.
3 balls, 2.
Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ai, e ki te ana
Lucas Gibbons comes in the 9 spot. He's done a fantastic job in this game for New Zealand, and he drives one hard into the deck.
That's it. Just moving the ball in these situations can create anything, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, he's seen a lot of pitches. I mean, Ferguson's had to throw a lot of pitches since he replaced Faber. And that's one of the keys. There we go. He's hit one. Ferguson, who couldn't field it out there, and that's given New Zealand another run.
Ara, kei te rongo a pō kai kaha. Kei te rongo a mai. Can see the little frustration in Ferguson.
You see the replay here. And then just not making any play after that. So got past the pitcher, Ferguson. But it didn't look like they were really aggressive onto the ball, right, with the energy.
This is the sort of thing, though, that the pressure that's being mounted on them does as well, though. Those little errors, those things that cost them, in that case, a run, resulted for pressure.
Oh!
Landon Lane hoists one high into the car park out near a certain Mitsubishi that belongs to a commentator.
Ai, kua āhua heke te ngau, kei te kite kua heke te ngau. You can see the energy has come down a little from Australia, which is also a big momentum changer. Oh, te pō.
Nice job done by the catcher there. It was almost gifting another run to New Zealand as that ball found the dirt.
Jeez, he jumped sideways, didn't he?
Yeah. Great job by Muller to keep the ball in front of him. He really is having a torrid time here behind the dish at the moment. Ferguson just struggling to find his spots. There's a nice pitch.
Didn't get that pitch.
Tino tata te rā.
Absolutely, that pitch was right on the knees. Even the umpire was tempted to give that one. Ferguson managed to get that one on the inside for a strike. Again, we're seeing a batter take the Australian pitcher deep into account. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Go.
This one has gone to third base.
Run it out.
Fires it across the diamond, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
That ends the pain for Australia in this one. But not before New Zealand helped themselves to 3 runs and advance the score now 8-4 over Australia. We're going to head to the 6th innings and to find out what happens when we come back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. It is New Zealand that have busted out a lead in this game. They now lead Australia by 8-4. They've come back all the way from 4-0 down. And what a game it has been. We've been treated to by these two great teams. And it is all now on Australia to see if they can come back in this one, Quinton. They need to score 4 runs and they need to score them quickly.
Ai, tika. Ko te mea nui, kia patu te poro, kia whai kai oma ki ngā pai, kia hoki mai ki tēnei kēmu. Engari, kia Aotearoa, kia kaua heke ngā standards me ki. You know, regardless of the lead, New Zealand should not drop their standards. Stay in the game. Stay up for it.
Well, early on in this ball game, in the first innings, the Aussies busted out with 2 runs very early on. They followed it up with another 2 runs in the 3rd inning. But since then, it's been all New Zealand. And now it is New Zealand that will have to defend as we are now in the bottom of the 6th innings, top of the 6th innings. Just 2 innings to go. What a great job he's done since he came in. Tyrone Robinson.
Yeah, been pretty consistent, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Ai, kua kimi ia I ana spots. Kua peitangi a ngā kokonga e rua. He's found his insides, outside corners.
You'd say he's almost beginning to dominate, but every so often he just starts throwing a couple outside of the zone. It's almost like a trademark.
Yeah, makes us nervous.
Yeah, yeah. But no, in general, he's done a fantastic job since he came in to replace Zach Atkins. As you see one go off the glove. Recovered out there. And the
Ratu.
Taken by Radu.
Tētahi krapu kaura ko tērā. What a golden glove that was.
Here we go. We see the replay. Making the throw on the run. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and you see Tyrone giving the fist pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that. That's
Right.
what he wants from his team as fielders, right? Picking up the ball and making the plays.
Tika tau.
He's really been on fire. We've talked about it a few times from Rico Ratu on that corner, hasn't he?
Done an absolute fantastic job. Not just with the bat throughout this tournament, but has really been a highlight at the hot corner
In
for
the
New
field.
Zealand.
Yeah, that's why we call it the hot corner.
Something smells like toast. Does it smell like toast?
Yes, I can smell that too. Yeah, meanwhile, back to the game. But
Meanwhile,
we can smell
what's
it.
happening in the softball? We see Robinson continues to go to work now. We're almost fully in effect with the lights on out there now, and We'll call it a night game as the light begins to fade. I can hardly read the paper in front of me.
Ai, kua tō te rā. Kei te rongo a mātau, kei te rongo a takurua. Sun's gone down. You can hear the winter cold.
Oh, this one's been launched out towards the outfield fence. It's gone all the way out there to the right field fence.
Oh, chase.
And the runner has scampered all the way around to third base to get Aussie underway and going in this one. Wonderful piece of batting. Launched that one out to the right field fence.
All good, guys? Let's go. You want to change it? You want to change it?
Flynn Townsend.
Yes. And you know, New Zealand don't have to, you know, they don't have to panic or worry so much. Just routine, you know, relay, get the ball, get it in. They've got runs up their sleeve. They need.
That'll bring to back number 58, Parker Cameron. The other thing is, of course, there's not much you can do about good batting.
No, that's right. That's right. So you just execute well.
Yep.
Ai, whai wāhi atu, tērā. Aki wainga nui.
So they raced out to the outfield fence. They got the ball back in as quickly as they could. It was a triple by the batter, so it was a fantastic piece of work by the Australian hitter.
An Australian showing, though, that's, you know,
we're not
can't
going to lie down.
underestimate exactly
they're not
what
going to lie
they're
down.
capable of.
They never do.
Rise ball.
Here we go. Got the crystal ball out.
Got the crystal ball out. Hey.
Well done, Q.
Quinton's picking it from the commentary box.
Now, can you tell us who's going to win?
Yeah, can you?
Ka noho tatau ki te kāinga. Aotearoa. I'll stay with the homeland.
Here we go, this contest between these two teams once again. Dishing it all up for us to see the hopper. Taken by Radu once again.
Gets that out. Gets that out.
Takes the out to defuse that innings. And there'll be a big sigh of relief on this one. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth with New Zealand leading by 8 runs to 4. Find out what happens in just a minute. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Australia who are going to introduce a new pitcher into the game. It looks like Jack Etherton.
Alright, called Jack Etherton.
Sorry, it's getting so dark up here, I can't read my...
So Jack,
but
yes.
Jack Etherton, it is.
He's one of the shorter ones of the...
I'm sure he'd love for you to hear you say that.
Well, you know, we're
yeah, they are tall and lean.
I'm in the club.
Yeah, as am I. We're in the vertically challenged club. Yeah. There we go. That's better.
Kua ki te pai te kapa o Aotearoa I Etherton. They obviously seen Etherton last night, who come in the 7th inning.
Yes, they did. Etherton, yeah. Once again, Australia got a lot of pitches they can go to. Bronson Harper it is who comes up to bat now in the bottom of the 6th innings. Looks to drop it down in front of him. Coming in from the left side of the bat. Needs to get that running start when he does that.
Okay, te Ka taite ki te piki ake a Aotearoa ki ngā maunga teitei. They're not taking the foot off the
This one, he's
pedal.
hit it straight up the middle. Fantastic way to get New Zealand going here in the bottom of the 6th innings.
They just seem to be seeing the ball, right?
Yep.
They're seeing the ball, even the timing. There's been a lot of hits hit up the middle.
Yeah,
Finding
that's right.
gaps.
It certainly has.
Yes.
Oh,
Everything's coming out of the middle at the moment.
Anei taku nane koti. Here's my goat of tonight, Rike Ratu.
The thing is, he hasn't done it by launching the ball over the fence
Oh, he
like he
hasn't.
did yesterday. It's 2 walks in a
Two
row.
walks, yeah.
You know, and they've been well-earned walks too, absolutely.
Taking the pitch into the deep count.
And probably, like, in the field.
Yeah.
Is where he's
Oh, brilliant.
really
100%.
excelled, for sure.
So we're calling it early. We're not going to award it to the...
Oh, Carl.
You've been calling a lot of things early.
True,
No,
true.
not yet. Not
I
yet.
awarded the grand final. We won't remember that one, will we? I'll live that one down for a few weeks.
Drop outside corner.
Oh,
There
and
we
he's
go.
off.
Offside. It just takes a moment again. And the runner has scampered across the second base. Ratu again looking to take the new pitcher into a deep count. Jack Etherton it is out there for Australia.
Wow.
And Australia are obviously wary of the power he does have though, because they're pitching around his zone.
Etherton again, you know, he's got another different style.
Yeah.
Everybody, they've all got their individual styles.
This pitcher has. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost a little bit of hang time there.
3 walks in a row
3.
for Ratu, and what a job he's doing to help his team's cause out there. He's been converted to home plate every time he's been on the diamond. So Raumana Kumiroa struck out at his last at-bat, but we all knew what he did the one before that, as he launched one into the heavens and over the fence. This time it's a pass ball. And it's just, I said when New Zealand had a couple of errors out there, I said they needed to tighten things up. Well, the same applies now for Australia.
Yeah.
They just need to tighten things up.
Yeah, we have seen
out there.
a few pass balls that have cost them a little bit.
And kei te koke tonu a Aotearoa, New Zealand, they ain't taking foot off the pedal.
No, and they shouldn't.
Well, you know, we've said it before, you know, Australia don't lie down in any shape or form. And if you take the foot off the throat in this situation right now, they'll jump back up and bite you. It takes a few swings of the bat and all of a sudden that deficit can be erased pretty quickly. Runners at 2 and 3 for New Zealand as the pitch comes in.
Oh.
It's a pass ball! And that's going to keep the
Does he come
momentum
home on
going
that?
for New Zealand.
Oh, jeepers. Okay.
Dead ball now.
Now a 5-run lead, 9-4.
No, it must not be. Obviously, I don't know if the viewers at home could see that, but the netting, the ball went above the fence into the netting. Runner comes home, that's a pass ball.
Kumiroa looking there, he's got a runner out at 3, 60 feet away from home. Fouls that one back.
Hit the first pitch last time, I think, when he was up. We talked about that.
Well, in the situation
ball.
we're in right now, we're in the bottom of the 6th innings. That means when Australia come out to bat, they're going to have to erase the whole deficit because there's going to be 3 for the game.
Ai. Kua karanga anō te taihui, a te kai whakahaere, o ahi tareiria. What do you think he's saying to his players here?
Not a lot he can say really, other than trying to get their heads back into the game. Because clearly with some of the errors they've made, they're not quite into it at the moment. The pressure that New Zealand's put on them has told
You
them.
created that, eh?
Yeah.
I'd say I think he'd be a little frustrated and disappointed, maybe not saying that, but talking about fundamentals, eh? Because some of those pass balls, you know, we should be blocking them.
Yeah.
Let's get down. Let's just do the fundamentals well, right, and get out of this inning. Yeah.
Get back to basics. It's not over until that last pitch.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything else he probably needs to say as far as frustration goes, you can probably leave that for the debrief.
Yeah,
after the
100%.
game. Yeah.
In moments like this, I think players already know, right?
Yeah.
They just need clarity.
Yeah.
What do we do now? What do we need to do?
It's a nice pitch this time from Easton. Pulls the strings on that one. Strikes out Kumiroa for the first out.
Now that's a big out for them.
It is.
That was a big out. That was perfect. Exactly what they would have wanted or needed.
I mean, if they're going to give themselves any sort of hope with only 3 outs remaining in the game for them, they need to blank New Zealand the rest of this innings, and they need to start hitting.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one that just finds the dirt. Nice job done by Muller this time. And it's very, very quiet out. As quiet as it's been throughout the whole ball game out on the diamond there. We've heard both dugouts be quite animated. Right now, they're both quite, although all the New Zealand boys are up at the net.
Ooh, big cut there by McWilliams.
Ka tika kua huri te tai. Kua heke a ngā. Energy's down over there in the Australian dugout. New Zealand boys are up.
New Zealand boys are definitely up for it. It's a nice pitch. And the umpire doesn't award the strike on that one.
He's been pretty consistent with that high, right? He's really wants it a lot lower than that, right on the belt.
He does. Bryden Wells has been quite consistent on that outside edge of the plate. This time, look, there we go. And the Kiwis get another run.
It's your favourite, Quinton?
Yeah. Ratu it is, he comes in. Number 6, McWilliams, comes into bat now, the deficit 6. If they score 1 run, then the game could be over right here, right now. So Australia, if they're going to give themselves any opportunity at all, and that opportunity now is getting dimmer all the time, they need to take McWilliams out. Here we go. Again, patience has its reward. It's just so impressive with the way that New Zealand just wrestled this game off Australia.
Kia mau mahara tonu, he kēmu anō kei te haere a muri tēnei. New Zealand will go into the next game with a bit of momentum.
Well, you've got to think, though, that, you know, it's easy if you just walk in and you're looking at this game now as it is stands, it looks like New Zealand are really putting them to the sword. But when you've realised that at the third innings they were 4-0 down, the way they've turned around and just taken this game by the scruff of the neck is extremely impressive.
I think, yeah, 100%. But I think they've managed the tempo well as well. Like, they don't need to overdo things right now, right?
And that's shown in the way they've played.
Yeah.
100%.
Now it's just like, guys, you go up, you have a good turn at bat as an individual, make sure it's a good quality at bat, those types of things now. Yeah, the amount of pressure is really not as high.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the luxury of a lead like that. This one's gone high at second base. It's going back to get it. Takes the catch, and it's Boston Allen who becomes the second out in the inning.
Temporary runner going to 1. Temporary runner going to 1.
There we go. McWilliams comes to the dugout. 2 out catcher. Mikaela Kingi Hicks comes up to have his turn at bat now with a runner at 1. And that runner is Kadeen Kodai, who's come out there to do the running. King Hicks had a hard swing at a pitch. That's a change-up.
You see him just setting himself there, hey? Just adjusting, making sure that he's keeping his body weight back. Just overswung a little bit there.
And that's been a hallmark of the way he's batted in the last day and a half now. And that he's just sat back and waited.
Well, it's looked pretty effortless when he has actually swung.
When you do that, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's right.
Ethan goes to work, fires one through the inside of the plate, strikes out Kingy Hicks for the third out. Nice job done by Australia, but they are trailing this ball game by 6 runs against New Zealand with the 7th inning to come. 3 for the ball game for New Zealand. We'll find out what happens when we come back. Who's up for the Aussies?
We should be there. I've got it at the bottom, yeah?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're looking at the night sky now here with the lights on here at Colquhoun Ballpark in Palmerston North. New Zealand taking on Australia. We're in the top of the 7th innings, and New Zealand enjoying a healthy 10-4 lead over Australia. It hasn't been as easy as it looks, ladies and gentlemen, because they came back from a 4-0 deficit to enjoy this healthy lead. It's all on or nothing now for Australia, as they're going to have to score the runs or the game will be all over in 3 outs for them. But again, guys, we've been treated to a fantastic display out there by these guys.
Oh, fantastic. But, you know, from New Zealand, Australia, though, getting off to a great start. So, you know, it just turned. Obviously, the tables turned and New Zealand have come back strong. And they'll also want to finish well right here.
Out there batting for Australia is Jack Easton, the relief pitcher. All their pitchers that have come in have been asked to bat. He'll come in to replace Jake Hurst. Ethan Scott in the on-deck circle waiting to go. Fouls that one back over the first base dugout.
Oh,
there we go. This one's been popped into shallow centre field. It's a great effort to try and catch it. And there we have it. Australia up and running. Straight away, nice job by Ethan to get them going. He's standing up at second base.
Ai te tai timatanga ko tērā, I whai wāhi atu tērā poro. I taka I mua I te taenga atu ki te kairohe o wainga. The ball just falling short. Probably going for the miracle play.
We've talked about decisions, and that was a decision the fielder's got to make. In this case, he decided he might get it and committed to it.
Yeah. Well, you got to do that as well, and I think, well, why not? You're up. You're up. If you want to have a go, maybe, you know, we could have had maybe some more backup, but it was a great effort. You'd only probably do it at this stage in the game when you're up by runs.
Oh, there's the foul ball.
There he is.
As it's taken on the backhand by that man out there.
But yes, absolutely. And typically you would probably not. You would probably, right? It should have been a single.
Keep the body behind it.
That's right.
Keep it to a single. And in a tight ball game, that's exactly what you
Yeah,
should do.
that's what you would do. But good effort.
Ooh.
Oh, inches.
Yep. Maybe even centimetres.
Kei te kite kei te mautonu te kaiapa I ona mohiti. You can see the picture still wearing his sunglasses.
Yeah.
Poker face. Poker face.
Doesn't want
I
to
want to
make
see the emotion.
Doesn't want to make eye contact.
Oh.
Woo! Nice.
Rise ball.
You've called it already?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, let's see, folks. Let's see where it is.
I like it. Here we go. Tyrone Robinson firing the prize ball.
Oh. You picked it.
Well, we've established that it's a go-to pitch.
It's the, just making them chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works for him once again as he gets the fouled off for a 2-2 count. Here in the top of the 7th, Australia trailing by 6 runs. The deficit, 10 runs to 4, New Zealand lead. Oh, there we go.
That's it, Quinton.
You didn't call the back-to-back, but there we go. He struck out the batter. 1 down.
And it's worked for him so far, so it makes sense.
Absolutely,
right?
it's been the go-to pitch. He's got so many strikes off it. Flynn Edwards, he's done such a fantastic job out there since coming in.
And at this time in the game, it's tough. But that you know, Australia really need to be composed, take their time, spend as much time in the batter's box.
Yeah,
And it's
you know,
the opposite for New Zealand, isn't it?
they're in
Gary?
this position. It is the opposite. You know, they can ignore the runners now and just take the outs.
Yeah.
They have that luxury, and that is a big luxury in any softball game when you have that sort of cushion. The runner is that too, but he becomes secondary to the out.
Yes.
Outs, of course, on the other hand, for Australia, become precious.
Yeah, that's right.
Play ball. 1 ball, 2.
Cutter.
Cutter.
Cutter inside.
Oh.
This time it's hit hard out to right field. Fielded out there. It's come back in in the
Nice
blink
throw.
of an eye.
Nice throw.
Ka tahi rā ko tētahi whiu. Mai te kairohe matau. Anei.
Is that who it was? Yeah, Flynn.
Flynn Edwards.
Oh,
Wonderful piece of hitting out to right field there, but that ball came back in extremely fast. Boston Allen had it back at home plate within about half a second.
Here we see the umpire just getting him to just speed it up a little bit. He's probably cottoned on to the New Zealand strategy here. Let's have a little timeout.
Slowing things
Let's
down a little
just slow
bit.
this down.
Yeah.
Timata mai
Yeah.
Rico calling timeout. Get him.
That one there flies through the middle. A little bit more venom on that pitch. A little bit more gas. 1 down. Runners on the corners for Australia. The deficit is 6. A swing of the bat right now could half that. Oh, it's a nice pitch.
And a you know, a beautiful double play here to get you out of the inning.
Out of the
Nice
inning, yeah.
Nice way to finish the
Yeah,
game.
way to end the game.
If you could, if it's there.
Oh, Robinson gets him chasing the rise ball once again. For the second strike out of the innings, 2 down.
Oh. Wa karanga here a favour. Kia hoki mai.
Come back in. Come back into the game.
Favour re-enters to come back in and have a hit.
1, 2, 3.
Very recognisable with those lovely lime green gloves.
Ooh.
Tika.
Sometimes when they show a little bit of scent, they just need to be careful. Umpires can be patient, but they usually come to the end of it at some stage. Pulls the strings on that one.
Beautiful change up. Beautiful
There we go, 2 strikeouts now on this batter, no balls.
Rise ball.
And you know, we haven't really seen that much, the change up.
It's a wonderful time to do it.
Wonderful time.
Could this be the pitch? Robinson rears back to go again. Fires it into the zone. Throws a swing and a kick. Foul ball.
Hoki atu ki tērā epa. Hoki atu ki tērā rise ball. Go back to that rise ball.
Could be the last pitch of the game again right here. Runners on the corners. That one finds a dig. Great job by the catcher to keep that one out front. McWilliams done a fantastic job behind the dish for New Zealand tonight.
Oh, just missed.
There we go. I think even Bryden Wells thought about awarding the strike on that one. It was close. This time, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Robinson fires one past the batter for the third out. Strikes them out now in the ball game, and New Zealand win it by 10-4. Over a very gallant Australia. Absolute fantastic entertainment out there today. High quality softball. I've absolutely enjoyed bringing you the call on this one, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Quentin, how did you see it?
Ai, ka tika rā, me I ahua kite I Aotearoa e pōkaikaha i ngā wāhanga e rua I te timatanga o te Kēmu. You could see they lost a bit of a groove, obviously with Australia coming out with a great start, putting bat to ball.
Yeah.
But man, when they made that switch, when they called upon Robinson to come in, he got them out of that rut, obviously with a few runners on base, 1 down, 2-0. Engari, ka tika me mihi ki a Aotearoa.
Jackie, how did you see it?
Yeah, I agree. Very much the same. Off to a Australia got off to a great start, didn't they? Yeah, and I definitely feel that the stoppage probably helped New Zealand more than it did Australia. Yeah, because one innings later, there was nothing happened in the second innings, and then it all broke loose from the third inning on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, after that third innings, it was all New Zealand. Such a professional job that they did to just wrestle that lead away from Australia. 4 runs down they were, so they've had to come back, erase that deficit, and then to get 10 runs in total. Just an absolutely amazing job done by them, and just speaks of their coaching. The coaches did a fantastic job.
Yeah, team effort in the bats, particularly heading tonight as a team.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
We talked about it because two home runs, 1 a grand slam and 1 a double, but it's the way they were set up.
Yeah, that's right. Great to see.
Great to see you out there, and we've really had a wonderful ball game. Well, we're going to probably bring you a interview in a moment or two, but we'll just stay on it and just realise that in all likelihood, these two teams are going to meet in the final tomorrow. And that's probably a given. Of course, we've got another game tonight. The Black Sox have got to back it up with a game against American Samoa. That game will come at you very, very quickly indeed, as that is due to start at 6 o'clock. which was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, for the first time in 2 days, they're running behind schedule. But there we go. A wonderful effort by the New Zealand to once again beat Australia. It's 2-0 in that series. But, you know, Australia could still walk away with the whole ball of wax if they win the final.
One game in the final. It all comes down to the final.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's right. So still plenty of time, and I would imagine, yes, they'll be doing some, having some serious conversations, just looking and reviewing, you know, sharing what they can obviously do better. They're going to need to do that pretty quickly and turn it around.
I think they've probably analysed New Zealand a lot. I think what they need to do tonight is maybe go, and I don't know if you'll agree or not, but and look at their own performance tonight and see where they can tune up.
Yeah, 100%. That's what can happen. You can get caught up in your strategy around how you're analysing another team and all of their skills and what they bring to the game, but then you forget to focus on playing your game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that kind of what went out the door, Quentin, didn't it? After when New Zealand launched that comeback to the tune of that 4-run, amazing home run, which levelled that ball game up so dramatically and so quickly. But, you know, that was the moment that Australia really failed to deal. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just cut that off and we'll just go down to Damien and James, who are going to interview a couple of the victorious New Zealand camp.
Thank you, lads. Here we are with Ramona Kumaroa and Tyrone Robinson. Well, how did that Grand Slam feel, mate?
I don't even know, actually. That felt insane. But shout out to my cousin Jai, because he told me yesterday, if you heard a Nuki, shout him out. So yeah, shout out Jai.
It was a bit of a turning point in the game. You guys were down by 4 runs and then boom, tied it up. How was the buzz in the team to pick it up for those next 4 innings?
Yeah, the buzz was high. Everyone got up and we just keep fighting, you know, down 4 and everyone had quality at bats and yeah, Nuki.
And Tyrone, mate, you and Zach combined for 12 strikeouts and only conceding 4 hits against the Aussies. Looked like you just kept cranking it up even towards the end of the game. You must be feeling pretty good.
You know, I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's good getting chemistry with Cole, with the catcher. Yeah.
And the glasses, mate, even under the night sky?
I had them on, it was bright. And then, like, when it got darker, I was still feeling pretty locked in with them on. So, yeah, I just kept them on. The lights came on. I was keeping it out my eyes. So.
With that win, mate, you guys secured top spot. So you'll go straight through to the final tomorrow. Also means automatic qualification for the World Cup later next year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done as well.
Thank you very much.
Outstanding, boys. Well, back to you guys up top.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We're just going to finish it up now and just let you know that we've got the next game coming back at you very quickly for myself, Gary Rohihi, Jackie Smith and Quentin Cunningham. Quentin, I'll leave the last word to you and take us out.
Ai. Kaua e haere tawhiti au ki e te whānau. Ako ake nei, ka kite i te tukinga i Wainga Nui, i Aotearoa ki a American Samoa. No reira, tauti mai ki tērā kēmu. Ako ake nei, mauri ora ki a tātou, mauri ora ki te whai au, ka kite.
opportunity that we can't pass on.